Allowed the two it's okay. Off your mind, it's okay. She off your mind,
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego politico, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. This one not the off in mind, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you lie down, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my ego, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my ego diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This man. Mayegun la wa mo la mo dododo. Mayegun diary, number one. Mayegun la wa mo la mo dododo. Mayegun diary, number one. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun diary, number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary, number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Hello there.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary,
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun diary politico. Mayegun diary, Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary, ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹ́kọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Mayegun diary, àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó. Mayegun diary.
Thank you very much for joining me from wherever you are watching from. I was experiencing some technical glitches from the start, so sorry about that awkward, opening. So thank you for joining me from wherever you are watching from. Read the caption of the broadcast. Read the entire description if you haven't already. Share the broadcast. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them, Mayegu today.
Lórí YouTube, Mayegu today. And yes, we like Mayegu today. For Baba Gewure, Mayegu mami. And yes, we like Mayegu today. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ, Mayegu mami. And yes, we like Mayegu today. Presido Barufi o, Mayegu mami. And yes, we like.
I want to play you another bobo again. And before you fall for it, trust, Mayegun won't let that fly. Thiefnubu and his investigation of Central Bank of Nigeria is exonerating Bokoari and indicting Emefiole. Merry Christmas. Today. So, good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun live. Now, if you have read the caption of the broadcast, you've shared it, and then you have also liked the broadcast, I'm going to say thank you. A lot of you have seen the news from Nigeria, where they said Thiefnubu's investigator, Obase, investigating the Central Bank of Nigeria and the activities of Emefiole. So he came out with a partial report, and that partial report says, Emefiole was in fact, like Emefiole, Tunde Sabiu, the two of them, they were those who plunged Nigeria into the economic ruins. They said Emefiole was opening bank accounts all over the world, UK, US, Canada, China, that Emefiole opened 593 bank accounts, and they found 500 million pounds in one here in the UK. Okay, they said Emefiole was the one. They said Tunde Sabiu was the one who told Emefiole to go and redesign Nigeria naira. That Bokoari did not approve it. He only played along. So this is the news they released today. And I have been battling with the typical Nigerians who have been trying to make it look like, are you saying that Emefiole should? No. For the clearance, Emefiole, whatever Emefiole is currently passing through, is absolute zilch to what he actually deserves. Emefiole deserves the Chinese treatment for corrupt people. Death by firing squad. By now, but the issue is when they are preparing Emefiole for firing squad, they must have already fired or hung Bokoari, majority member of his family, extended family, okay, including this Tunde Sabiu that they are talking about. But Thiefnubu came out believing that Nigerians who are like the 200 million mumus. So they brought back the playbook of Dasuki. Everything that got missing inside every loot that they perpetuated in Nigeria, every economic decisions and the destructions, they want to say you had no precedent. Bokoari was never aware. It never approved and all of that. And that was the partial report of They specifically stated that Bokoari did not authorize the redesign of Nigeria naira. They said Bokoari did not approve anything that Emefiole was doing, that Emefiole created different schemes and enriched himself. And the propaganda was so huge that the typical Mumu Nigerians are calling for the head of Emefiole, and majority are booking their next visit to the mannequin in Daura to go and take picture to show the hero Bokoari. But not majority. A lot of people can see through the nonsense and the charade. So on Mayegun's Diary Political, we are going to start from where it all started from. And we are going to be going stage by stage, step by step, one after the other, so that you will realize by the time I complete my presentation tonight, you and I, or should I say, you would agree with me that Bokoari and 99% of everyone who participated in Bokoari's government deserved death by firing squad. I will do my best to convince you and not to confuse you on why this is a pure comic show. And it shouldn't be. It is a scheme put together to shield Bokoari, just same way Bokoari and the Egberejo Lantern deal was that entertain the morons with the different figures that is going to alarm them, like, wow, hey, and they will be so dumb enough not to probably question any of those. But not everybody go they dumb enough not to be able to question anything, right? Let's go to where it all started from. When they were cooking, we know they there, but we knew they were just finalizing the burning and the burying of Nigeria as it used to be known. You can all agree with me. This is not the Nigeria you used to know. Abi, is it? No. So the burial, when these guys came in 2015, they created all of the loopholes on how to drain Nigeria to whatever last penny, as long as the time allows them. They created round tripping in Central Bank of Nigeria. Bokoari's families, they took over the Central Bank of Nigeria. Emefiole. Remember, Emefiole is also a huge, big career criminal. He was involved in all the lootings that happened under Egberejo Lantern. All of the money, bullion van money, moving here and there under Egberejo. For this Ekiti election, Kinikon election, Fayose and the rest of them, it was under Emefiole. So Bokoari kept him, and they started their own second part looting. His family members became overnight a multi-billionaire, including Tunde Sabiu. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tunde Sabiu. Now, Tunde Sabiu, for what we heard, a young man, recharge card seller from Daura, is the grandson to Bokoari's sister. Here you get now. So they say he's Bokoari's nephew. And so I'm saying now, Bokoari, whatever. So immediately Bokoari became the president. He made him the personal secretary. So after Abba Kyari, this boy is the next big thing inside Bokoari's government, and he didn't hide it. He became so powerful that at a point, the reason why his name today is being mentioned in Thiefnubu's report is because this boy became so powerful and more pronounced that they even named him as one of those, the asshole rock what do you call it, Aso Rock kitchen cabinet that are working against Thiefnubu becoming the APC candidate. His name was mentioned. He had to come out to say, no, I will never go against Ashiwaju. I am never one of those blah, 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 blah. They said he was the one who told Emefiole to go and change Nigeria naira, not Buhari. That is what Bayo Ezibida Adagbama Danu. That's what he said. They said that Tunde ordered Emefiole to go and change Nigeria naira so that they can stop Thiefnubu and see what they have not done to Nigeria. Here you get. That's their report. But Bokoari disagrees.
At all times. In the last quarter of 2022, I authorized the Central Bank of Nigeria to redesign the 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1,000 naira Nigerian banknotes. For a smooth transition, I similarly approved that the redesigned banknotes should circulate concurrently with the old banknotes till 31st January 2023 before.
We'll come back to that one. I think this is the first major announcement.
International best practice requires central banks and national authorities to issue new or redesigned currency notes every 5 to 8 years. Yet, it is now almost 20 years since the last major redesign of our local currency. This implies that the naira is long overdue to wear a new look. A cycle of banknote redesign is generally aimed at achieving specific objectives, including, but not limited to, improving security of banknotes, mitigating counterfeiting, preserving the collective national heritage, controlling currency in circulation, and reducing the overall cost of currency management. As is known, our local laws, specifically the Central Bank of Nigeria Act of 2007, grants the Central Bank of Nigeria the power to issue and redesign the naira. In line with this power, the Central Bank Governor approached me earlier in this year to seek my permission to embark on a currency redesign project. I considered all the facts and reasons presented before me by the Central Bank. There was an urgent need to take control of currency in circulation and to address the hoarding of naira banknotes outside the banking system, the shortage of clean and fit banknotes in circulation, and the increase in counterfeiting of high-denomination naira banknotes. It is on this basis that I gave my approval for the redesign of the 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1,000 naira banknotes. While this may not be apparent to many Nigerians, only 4 out of the 54 African countries print their currencies in their countries, and Nigeria is one. Hence, a majority of African countries print their currencies abroad and import them the way we import other goods. That is why it is with immense pride that I announced to you that these redesigned currencies are locally produced right here in Nigeria by our Security Printing and Minting PLC. The new naira banknotes.
That was Bokoari And let me explain some certain things to you. Okay? It is the job of the Central Bank of Nigeria to print money, 100%. By law, the Central Bank of Nigeria is meant to be independent, okay, without political interference. But in practice, it is different. So the way they operate, the central bank governor, right, can come up with monetary policies after speaking to the president of the country, right, about, it will come up with monetary policies based on the fact that they were supposed to be independent, right? Then they will approach the president if they have to change anything as well before they are changed. Now, if the central bank says they want to print money, new money, for a reason, I'm going to tell you what they told all of you then, and what you knew was going on then too. I'm going to tell you that, but by law, the central bank governor can say he wants to redesign the currency of the country in order to take control of the currency in circulation. And you see, that idea doesn't mean he can do it himself. No, he can't. By law, he can't. So when you now have that idea, you take it to the president. So if you convince him that his ideal thing, blah, 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 blah. This is me trying to kind of be very modest here. This is me trying to not make it look like Bokoari even ordered him to change it yet. I'm talking about just the law. Like, nobody needed to tell the CBN governor to change currency. He can come up with it and say, for economic so and so, we need to change the currencies, the design. Do you understand? But he can't do it without the permission and approval of the president. Do you get that now? Now, because Nigeria's central bank is the piggy bank of the Buhari's family, they've started depleting the Central Bank of Nigeria from day 1, May 29, 2015, when they started their round tripping, where dollars were just disappearing for nothing. Nothing to show for it until Nigeria Central Bank became empty. Today, you could probably barely see $100 million cash in the vault of Nigeria Central Bank. Empty. It was so bad under these criminals that airlines who have their monies in Nigeria, their money got trapped because Central Bank of Nigeria could not produce or provide them dollars, dollar equivalent of the money they have there. They breached that agreement. And you know what that has cost Nigerians and Nigeria in the last 2-3 years, Abi? That's how much they did with the central bank. So, but for those who know Bokoari very well, now let's now go back to what did they tell us then? They told us so. They told us why they wanted to do it, which means Bokoari said in that broadcast that Emefiole came to him and he gave his permission. Abi, in his statement, he said, because they want to take control of the currency in circulation, some people have stashed cash, higher denomination money, naira, for 2023 election. Have you forgotten? Was that not their reason? They said some people have stashed naira that they want to use to buy election in 2023. Because of that, they want to change, they are changing the money. So, the nonsense that came out of Thiefnubu's report, we'll start taking them one by one, because they are also kind of important for this conversation. So, a month after Bokoari made that broadcast, he returned from London. People were already, Nigerians were already in total, like, disarray. It, in fact, got so messy that it became the APC versus APC fight, Because they were even saying it that this changing of currency, this blah 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 blah, is being done to stop Thiefnubu, but none of them could mention Bokoari. But Bokoari is not there now. Thiefnubu is now want to play what? Ostrich, Abi. So here they said in their investigation of the Central Bank of Nigeria, okay, they said Emefiole, unauthorized, they said he unauthorized, they said Emefiole opened and funded 593 bank accounts in the UK, in America, in Canada, and in China. That's the first red flag of their nonsense. And if you want to understand the vibe of Dasuki, a lot of you probably now you have forgotten about all the Dasuki billions, but I don't think you have forgotten all the Diezani's billions, $90 billion that Diezani stashed in the UK. Have you forgotten that now? Okay, but they have taken a property in Lagos now. They said they are proceed of corruption. But the deal they have taken from her now amount to $90 billion? Okay. Now, they said the Emefiole opened bank accounts in the UK. For anybody who is sensible enough, all right? Whenever you want to do money laundering of stealing money and stashing money abroad, they will tell you UK became bad market for such in the last 10 years. In the last 15 years. Typical looters in Nigeria don't stash their money here. But it's official. Official on what? The Central Bank of Nigeria came to the UK and they started opening bank accounts with HSBC and this or that. And it was unauthorized. But they were not in his name, Abi. Because this is where the clarity should come in, Abi. Emefiole. And don't forget to, if they really want to tell you, those who are in charge of any accounts they find anywhere, they won't link any of this account to America. You won't even steal money in Nigeria and take it to America. You won't steal money in Nigeria and take it to China. That's not how it works. But they did not mention any of those portfolio, or they just said 593 bank accounts. He opened them and he funded them. Were these 593 bank accounts that are collecting money, who are those Bokoari's family members all over the place? Is that the source of their ATM card where they get their pay from central bank every month for 8 years? Is that the unauthorized funding? So they did not tell us, but they kind of said they found 500 million in one account in the UK. I was like, if there's a Central Bank of Nigeria's money and it's 500 million pounds in the UK, then that is not Emefiole's money, is it? Or why are they not telling you the whole story? Because it is a Dasuki vibe. Where they kept all the stolen loot, stolen money. Ladies and gentlemen, Thiefnubu and gang, they know there. But they will send you on a wide goose chase. Because Bokoari did not know. That's the point. They said Bokoari did not authorize it. Also, they said, Emefiole, there's this accusation of fraudulent cash withdrawal of $6.23 million from central bank's vaults under a purported approval of the president to pay foreign election observers. Which one is purported? Bokoari approved it. Emefiole released money. So which one is purported? Purportedly approved. So 2023 elections, some foreign observers collected 6.23 $3 million, Abi, cash. Eh? But Buhari did not know about it. Emefiole is the one who just withdrew the money and purportedly that Bokoari, did he forge Bokoari's signature? They also said, gross financial misconduct by Emefiole, at least 13 other individuals, financial misconduct. Of course, that's what financial recklessness. Who are those other 12 individuals? And if those 12 individuals does not include Buhari and his family, why? Why? Or do you actually, you sitting down there, do you believe that Emefiole did all things without the approval of a Bokoari? Do you believe that? No? Yeah? Okay, I'm coming back to you. So they said 543.4 million pounds sterling kept in a fixed deposit by Mr. Emefiole. Do you know that one is direct like that? Ladies and gentlemen, Emefiole and the UK that I am living in, if Emefiole comes here and bring cash of 543 million pounds sterling cash, I know some of you, typical Nigerians, okay, it is an avenue for you to say, don't say that, don't say, well, the UK is very corrupt. UK is very, very corrupt. They take all Nigerians stolen money. You are stupid. But you have no idea of how stupid you are. UK is corrupt. Yeah, fine. It's corrupt. Your politicians know that as corrupt as UK is, when you steal money from Nigeria, it's not your first destination. That's number one. Okay? Because the moment you bring in any money into the UK, there is a financial, regulatory body here, that the moment that money landed, Baba, cash, fixed deposit, 500 million naira, should pay 500 pounds in it, 500 million pounds, cash, fixed deposit in UK, which bank? Here you get, that's part of their indictment. If you have 1 billion pounds sterling that you looted or stolen somewhere, UK will likely take this money from you through real estate investment or through other investment that can be like under the what have you, sure you get. But you should pray that this should remain a secret enough that whatever that money actually costs in the UK is not easily picked up by their media because you are finished. Looters don't bring money to the UK like that anymore. The least they will do is when they steal money, they come and buy a 2 million house here, 10 million house here. 3 million house, 4 million pounds house on those places. And you cannot bring cash of 500 million pounds sterling into UK economy and fix it somewhere and say they collected it and you believe them. I was saying that earlier, and so it's like, what do you mean? Do you know everything? I say, yeah. You see, that's the problem. I am talking about a system that even your own criminal politicians are more wiser. That if you want to lose your money, oh yeah, go and try it. But they just drop it. Emefiole fixed 543 million pounds. There is no name of any bank. Okay? And there is no anything else presented. But they know their audience. Nigerians. Manipulation of the naira exchange rate and perpetration of fraud in the e-naira project of central bank. Me, I said e-naira was a naira. But have you forgotten the scam they pulled? Bokoari and his family. The scam they pulled that eventually even made them believe that there are some people who are speculating about naira. That is why Nigerian naira is crashing. They said those who are selling those Burundi change under tree in Abuja, they said they were those who are destroying naira. So they cut down trees in Abuja to stop people from selling dollars under the tree. That didn't save naira. Abi? Then They told him, they said, Nigerians abroad, they always remit a lot of money. So they've developed an app so that they could be taking all those our remittances, all those dollars, take them into their vault, only for them to spend the money on Bokoari's health, his family, and the rest of all those nonsensical criminals who are actually milking you dry. While all of that were happening, Nigeria ran out of forex because the singular source of forex for them, Nigeria crude oil, became, the top business for those who are stealing stealing it. 700,000 barrels of crude oil were being stolen in Nigeria every day. So Nigeria was completely ruined. Emefiole was acting up to see if they could use some diabolical means of saving themselves, performing the Buhari economic voodoos that I continue to come here to expose. For 8 years, I did. Right? But Thiefnubu want to come and tell you now that it was a scam. He committed some financial impropriety. Of course, he's a criminal. Why didn't do it alone? Bokoari should be in jail if they have not already hung him or shot him. That's the point. But the intention is to make you feel like somebody will have to take the fall. Tunde Sabiu, that one is in the UK. Okay, before the end of their inglorious, murderous regime, right? Ruinous government. They actually decided to forward that one's name. That same Tunde, recharge card seller, forwarded his name to the NDA, Nigeria Defense. No, she not NDA, be NDI. Nigeria something intelligence. So it will be a senior security official in just 1, 2, 3 years, and before you know it, they will just say he's now promoted to director of DSS. How did he become a director of DSS? Of course he is, because they've already done that for him. Now that criminal, they can't try now. They won't say, we'll get you. And I don't mind. Okay. Bokoari must also be shamed down. Okay. And somebody said that, see, we all know that is impossible. I agree. And that is why when people like us say Nigeria is finished, you get upset. You get angry. Don't say that. I shouldn't say that Nigeria is finished when you just admitted that no matter all this, all this crime and the consequences of their crime on Nigeria, that Nigeria will never recover from. He should be early recover. Right? To you, have I ever seen any president in Nigeria punished before? So because I have never seen it, and we all know it will never happen, and that is also the country you believe has hope. So, it's a question, no, I'm not trying to kind of make you feel bad, too bad, though. I feel bad. No, I actually want you to feel bad. So, you can sit down there and be ranting. Come and arrest him now. Of course, I can't. I can't arrest him. I don't have any power to do that. Okay? I don't. But somebody says a crime has been committed and the chief criminal is being shielded. And because of that, we know that is the tradition, that is the rule. Okay? No matter what you say, you love your criminals differently. You will defend your criminals differently. I know that too. And that is why I said, you are finished. It may not finish. We will see who is finished between two of us. Shebina 2024 remain another 7 days. We will see who is finished. Just continue counting it. So when you know that the criminals will never be punished, I can cry from now till the next year. I'm not crying. I'm only trying to remind you of the word you have probably embraced. Abobaku. That word that you have embraced is called the modern slavery. Now go sign up for them yourself. Do you understand? But it is not a real word. So yeah, Bokoari wanted to be shielded. And I want my own children to wake up, to grow up someday and see this video. So that if Olori Brukus like you that knows that Nigeria is finished because of some situations like this, because of those who are playing you, that you're allowing yourselves to be played, but you won't tell yourself that if your country is being governed or run like this, right, you are finished. And the fact that you probably think you still have a chance is indeed to show that you are completely finished. Completely finished. Hopeless situation is what it is. So my own children will not grow up and begin to see those criminals and Olori Brukus like you that enable them. They will not be seeing you as whatever you present yourself as then. Because you know they take before you know they kind of worship your criminals as your heroes, don't you? So my own children won't grow up and read history that will say Bokoari, a former president of Nigeria, is and every other nonsense you will probably want to write for them, like the one you wrote for Muritala the murderer. Muritala the murderer, Muritala the genocidist, and Muritala is on your currency today. Children, I spent his money, I spend the money too. And I spend the money of a murderer. It's a genocidist, a tribal, ethnic, religious jingoist. A murderer. Because they managed to put the history in a way that will present him as somebody. So my own children will grow up and they will watch this. Your children are going to grow up and they will know the characters that so many of you in your generation defended. Kind of, protected. And they ended up ruining the same world that you are going to live for your own children too. So yeah, that is why the diary will continue to put that on. Now let's continue. Part of what they accuse him of. You remember the COVID now? During the COVID, people were donating, countries were donating stuffs to Nigeria, money. You see that particular side when it comes to money, the Central Bank of Nigeria was coordinating that one. Nobody knows how much or what they did with over $1 billion that they get for COVID. That's in cash. When it now comes to all other palliatives that they were sent to be given out, including the ones that they themselves, Central Bank of Nigeria, funded the Bokoari's palliative. Did you forget the federal government of Nigeria palliative is funded by the Central Bank of Nigeria? And who is federal government? Bokoari. Who is Central Bank governor? Emefiole. Now, Emefiole is now being held for mismanagement of COVID money. Do you see that? Not just that. They said that this is the interesting one. And that is why I'm like, since you think noise will they make, and we are only trying to tell the world that see why we told you Nigeria can never be saved. It can never be helped. Criminals who perpetrated monumental crime like these, crimes that destroyed lives, they are still walking free. And they shouldn't. And in a situation where they are still walking free with all that money, means in such country, Baba, should not be existing or should not be called a country. You remember the way when they started printing money? Okay. The first person to raise the alarm was Obaseki. And this was in 2021. He said,
the country will go and sleep. At the end of the month, we all just go to Abuja and we collect money and we come back and we spend. My brothers and sisters, I am an economist. I'm an investment banker. We are in trouble. huge financial trouble. First, what we used to rely on, crude oil. Forget what you are seeing now at $70, $60 a barrel. It is only a mirage. It's only a question of time. Because the major oil companies, Shell, Chevron, who are the ones producing, they are no longer investing as much in oil. Chevron is now one of the world's largest investors in alternative fuel. Shell is pulling out of Nigeria. So, in another year or so, where will we find this money that we go to Abuja to share every month? Last month, we got back for March. The federal government printed an additional 50 to 60 billion to top up for us to share. We say remove subsidy. They say no. This April, next week again, we'll go to Abuja, we will share. By the end of this year, our total borrowings, the total we have borrowed is going to be in excess of 15 to 16 trillion. And my worry is that we wake up one day, like Argentina, the naira will be 1,000, 2,000, it will be moving. Because we don't, you can imagine a family, you don't have money coming in, you're just borrowing and borrowing and borrowing without any means or idea of how to pay back. And nobody is looking at that. Everybody is looking at 2023. The country will go on.
I was screaming. I was there. They were borrowing to fund their lifestyle. All they needed was just for Emefiole to give them the central bank seal. They were raising bond here. They were doing this there. They were printing money. They were doing all this. And despite all of that, they invested no shishi in anything that would be kind of paying itself back in a way that you can say all of that effort was done to ensure that Nigeria has the best infrastructures. Nigeria has the best, like electricity, road networks, rail networks, connecting the entire place together, that Nigeria will pay all that back. The money were being printed, shared, and as some of these state governors were collecting their own, they just move it abroad. Once they collect their own share from the printed money, they will call the bureau de change. Major, do you have dollar? They buy dollar and they siphon it abroad. Nigerians were just reading billion, 760 billion, 320 billion, 48 billion, billion. That was what Nigerians are just reading. Poverty started skyrocketing. Inflation started eating deep, and they started blaming. They continue to blame everybody, including those who are now trying to call Emefiole names. They agreed then that Bokoari's reform, they called it reform. They said Bokoari was doing reform. And that one, they come put inside Thiefnubu's report now that Emefiole printed 22.3 trillion naira, 22.7 trillion, and he mismanaged the money. How? Just like that? We are all alive. Bokoari, they were even saying that the money Nigeria was borrowing that time, it not even reach the capacity of the money Nigeria is supposed to be borrowing. That's what they told us. That's what these economists told me. They told me to shut up. What do you know? You think you have you just talk? Do you think it's about talk? Are you more intelligent than Emefiole? All these Olori Bruku are now cursing Emefiole today. APC, they told me to shut up. Shut up your mouth, Joe. Everything is not noise. Listen, this is an economic reform. People have to endure. We have to endure. Endure. They didn't know that they are mortgaging their lives and their future. They said they were enduring. So they were borrowing, printing, with no plan of paying. Now, Thiefnubu said, Emefiole printed 22.7 trillion naira and he mismanaged it. Not the 36 state governor, not the 774 local government, not Bokoari, who also shared the money. Emefiole, it was him. That's Thiefnubu's report. Do you see where this is all going? Do you see the pattern? So they said Emefiole paid 200,000 pounds sterling to a company in the UK that printed the new naira note for you. Even though Bokoari said the money is being printed in Nigeria, and the person who is the head of Nigeria Mint and Printing Press, or whatever you call them, right, is Aisha Bokoari's brother. Do you know that? Yeah, it was Aisha's brother who was in charge of Printing and Minting Press of Nigeria. Yeah, he was there all the while. So I believe she printed the money, but Thiefnubu's report says no, it was printed in the UK. Emefiole must be very, very strong in the UK near then. Stronger than, what's this guy's name? The owner of Chelsea. Who couldn't kind of muster, he got, he got sacrificed in this Ukraine-Russia stuff, right? Even his connection couldn't, like, you know what I mean? So Emefiole must be so connected to the UK that he just moved money in any time, any day, like, you know. That's not how this world works. Nigeria is a place where anything goes. It's a place where somebody will come and tell you, snake swallowed 42 million naira. Okay? Nigeria is a place where they will tell you that, a goat robbed a banker of, robbed a ministry of their month's salary. And you'll be sitting there and be like, is that possible? I say, Nigeria lower. So all the way you kind of make things up in your head that way, that's not how it works here. But now on the, central bank versus central bank, whatever, they did not tell us the name of any company that prints money for them in the UK. However, he's accused of that. They said he collected 1.73 billion naira, who was spent on questionable legal fee. What do you mean questionable legal fee? They say questionable legal fee of changing naira notes. Those who sued the central bank. Central bank incurred 1.7 billion naira. So that's part of financial impropriety. Anyway, I'll leave it at that because it's so long, and we're going to sort of move to the next thing. So Emefiole deserves whatever he is facing there, and whatever he's facing there, okay, is just, you can just kind of label that as going on vacation, like, that's not what he should be facing. He should be facing his own death sentence, with what is on ground. Same as Bokoari, same as Aisha, same as Yusuf, their son, same as some of their daughters too, same as what is that man's name again? Maman Daura. Same as there's another one again. Anyway, but these are the close ones there. Then you now extend it straight to Malamu. But you know why I did not mention Malamu or Sirika or Isa Pandemic or Isa Patantami, for those of you who kind of know his name better. So the reason why I have not mentioned those ones is that if Thiefnubu indeed want to kind of, which is not true, but if he indeed really want to nab Emefiole for his crime, Bokoari will be in handcuffs. If he is still alive, he will be in handcuffs. Not inside Daura, and not some Ulofos trying to kind of, people are now, listen to this, they are saying, that is why Baba Bokoari is like a father. Okay? He is like a father. He has given his children responsibility. So they are now responsible for all they have done. Show monkey. They play. So you don't drop a sensible comment like that, Abi. Bokoari gave them opportunity. So if they loot, if they did so and so, then they should answer for their crime. Can't you see the connectivity here? Bokoari is a criminal too. None of these actions could have happened without his approval. And when you begin to approve criminally for Bokoari and his family, you where they sign the whole thing, you know, go on, keep some for yourself so that everybody could just be like, we are all criminals now. So if you're going to protect yourself, you have to protect me too. Is that not what it should be? And hello, whose money are we even talking about here now? Whose commonwealth are we talking about here? They lock students at home. They lock your school. They kept you at home for 9 months because they couldn't pay your lecturers. 9 months. How much were the lecturers asking? How much? 100 billion naira. Now look at the trillions you are hearing now. Look at all the trillions you are hearing. So they kept and stole all that money. And you are here trying to interpret what leadership. I swear already. Bokoari committed a crime and everybody be happy. That's what happened. And the people's wealth that could have actually, oh dear, prevent all this. You see this hardship, you see this bleak Christmas, you see this whole thing. I mean, they could have been prevented. And you are here trying to explain to me. You cannot say Bokoari should. Bokoari gave them job. They are the ones who failed. They are the ones who should go and answer their names. So shire nítorí Ọlọ́run. Shire báyìí. Let me tell you something. Today, when I read all the nonsense that they have been kind of sharing, right? And I know, say, the propaganda is about to kick in. And it's just going to be like Dasuki Gates 2.0. So I became so enraged because I know where this is headed. I have told you this before now. It is not going to end in anybody's favor. If you have witnessed Dasuki Gates, if you have witnessed Diezani's Gates, you will understand that Nigerians are those who have tolerated this whole madness this long. And the same playbook, the same template is what Thiefnubu will use. Okay? And at the end of the day, they will then have to, because Thiefnubu is also going to do his own and it's going to be worse. You understand? See? So, I was reacting on social media this morning. And as usual, typical Nigerians, they started popping up their useless heads with their useless questions to trivialize it. Here you get. And sort of water it down. Make it an inconsequential conversation so that you won't really see it as any big deal. It's not a big deal. They will start asking you stupid questions. And you know, say me, I don't like stupid. No, I don't like stupid. Here you get. So, when you ask me stupid question, I give you like more damning answers. So as usual, some of this on Facebook, now there me they do my rant. Where's this my guy? Yima was also there today. I think Yima had to start explaining. They do some shalaye until he got tired. That I don't even know why I'm explaining to you guys because some of you are just too slow. Here you get. So in my typical way, did my thing, and this guy, these people will come ask their stupid question, then I give them back. And then you see, a typical Nigerian. Mayegun, I respect you a lot. Respect me. Have I ever sat here and started asking for, you must respect me? I respect you. People are asking questions and you are insulting them. That doesn't show a good character of a leader. Okay. Aspire to my motivation. I am not on social media for you to like me. If I do you understand that? If you if you ask me a dumb question, for example, Mayegun, why don't you just give them a benefit of the doubt and when I return back I can dabu straight. You get what I mean? Like I could just come back with something like, now people waited there, they read the comment, go come, they be like, Mayegun, he was just advising. Like say you self the mad Abby. You know, say you would serve no battle. Get lost, you are mad too. I was trying to advise you. I thought you were a gent. I'm not a gentleman. Baba Orimini. I'm not that gentleman with foolish people because I don't want to offend. I don't want to offend some faceless foolish morons. When we are talking about something so important and you want to trivialize it. I thought, you are supposed to be a leader weary. We are talking about people who are about to manipulate millions of people that they are still going to a kind of a mess up. So you want me to be politically correct? So that I won't be Damayegun. I thought Damayegun is somebody who is what? You thought Damayegun is Damaye of what? The one that is looking for your validation. Validation on I don't want. Okay. You shouldn't be when everybody says something when they disagree with you. You should not be kind of abusing and attacking them. It's like you're not getting it. When I say something, when I put something out, I'm not asking you to come and agree or disagree with me. You don't even have to disagree with me. The point here is this. When I know what APC Egbekegbe is up to, Bonnie, I know they give them benefit of the doubt too. So you can't expect me to give them that benefit of the doubt. I know them very well. When I'm questioning them, don't question how I question them. So don't come to me and say, but Mayegun, what if did I ask you about what if? If I need any what if, did I post what if? I come out when I'm coming and when I want to say Bokoari na wiri, Thiefnubu ma crumble ni, momi ni eni. Oh, get ni. See, if I come out and I say Thiefnubu o ma crumble ni, if I post that on my Facebook, you see, one about Tiwa to Jomo Thiefnubu, you can say, Mayegun, one of my crumble ni. When I see you, I remove you from my page. I'm sure I don't need your validation. Mayegun's diary, political historically, is just putting things as blunt as I feel. Oh, Bonnie. Mayegun, you need to be objective. You are total objective. Objective with APC. Show monkey ni. We are talking about APC. You are talking about objectivity with them. So if you need objectivity, you can also the premium time, see. Punchy, Disono, Abiori, Ogasa Binus. You can see some objectivity there. When we are talking about these criminals, their actions actually impact lives. Millions of it. So you don't get objective with people who have no objectivity. Cruel people. You don't. So when I say something, you know, so to ba ti disagree pẹ̀lú mi, no near me. You know they understand? But I can have my own opinion. Your opinion is to me, to defend APC here now. Oh, ní right láti defend APC níbi tí bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀. You don't understand. Kò ń ṣe competition. Everything around me says reject them. Don't even try to check if maybe this one is better. So yeah, we're any. Mombo, I left. What do you call me? 1 second. Here is Bokoari.
So this change of currency, I think there will be people a lot of money, but time has been given from October to December. 3 months is enough. Whatever money you have to get it changed through a legal system. So I don't know why people are complaining about it.
So despite the complaint, there's no going back on the policy?
No, there's no going back. There's no going back. My aim is to make sure that Nigerians believe that we respect them as an administration. So Nigerians should vote for whoever they like from whichever party. Nobody will be allowed to mobilize resources and thugs to intimidate people in any constituency. That's what I want to go down into Nigerian history for as a leader.
You are the chairman of the Presidential Campaign Council of your party. What are the chances of your party winning?
You don't understand, Ni. Their actions impact lives of millions of people, including children. That's something. So you don't come to me and say, hey, can't people just have another opinion? Opinion where they will only. Normal opinion. I'm not saying you don't have opinion. Only low opinion or reboot over fenio. Just don't bring that opinion to me. When you see, when I post something on Facebook, APC, Emma, Jononi, Emma Shegbani, Emma, whatever I say, we mustn't feel ni anytime, yeah. Do you understand? So, the wabe togwani Bomayegun, you should learn how to talk to your fans. Tani fancy weary. Igbala beretan she fancy. Fancy what tani fancy. Me she fancy I want weary. But if you have any connection or sympathy for APC, Egbekegbe, Thiefnubu, Bokoari, and what I know they represent, Baba, no, they tell me, say, and I know, I told you that before. You don't like any of you, like all of you, Lagos Abobaku ni o, Oshogbo Alimajiri ni o, Buhari Dins, Buhari Didirenzi ni o, Buhari Dinotu Dijatu, Shuku Ziari, Neka Ari, and the rest of you ni o. Oman abroad do. You don't like me, I don't like you. We know the lies, we know the. So then, when you now see me do my thing, you call the con there, can't say, I thought this might. I thought this my ego is thoughts of what? I'm talking about these rogues. So you say you have an idea. Your idea is to tell me that I shouldn't talk like that to those who pretend to trivialize things. Anyway, I do that once in a while. I didn't see myself at that energy earlier tonight, but I presume it's natural. So it's same time. I mean, it is also the same energy. Yeah, when I'm talking or when I'm calling out all of these ethnic, tribal jingoists, and suddenly you see me, batching all these Lagos Abobakus who are using Yoruba name, to defend Thiefnubu and his evil, whatever empire it is, which has added absolute nothing good to the Yoruba race, ever. But they want to force it on and then make other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria to now kind of symbol Yorubas out as this bigoted, this or, you know what I mean? So when I'm pointing out all these political criminals, who are trying to tarnish the image of the Yorubas because of this drug dealer, I am doing them not because I want you to think, I don't even care what you think anyway. But I am calling them out because I understand the damage that their myopic, selfish, political, self-centered greed prompted, their greed. I understand what that will cause, the damage it will cause, the long-term damages that it's going to cause to Yorubas who have never have to live in fear of anybody. You can't be so supreme and superior and bigger and all of that. You can only be bigger wherever you come from. Yoruba land is Yoruba land. An average Yoruba man and woman knows that until this APC Egbekegbe came and they begin to kind of spread the fear to make Yorubas feel like, oh, they are coming for you. Meanwhile, they are trying to protect their political empire, which they believe even the Yorubas themselves are willing to destroy right before their very face, right? So when I'm talking about them, I'm not talking about them to make you feel good because you are Igbo. Because when I want to talk about the Igbos, I also remind everyone that I am not talking about the Igbos because the Igbos need anybody's pity party. I am talking about them because what is happening to them, if you think because you are not Igbo, it's not happening to you now, with the Nigeria that we all know, it is actually happening to you. And if you only pay attention. So, and I said that many times, didn't I? When I pick things up that way, I am very, very specific. I am not appealing to some of you bigots. And I've said that many times. So something happened today, right? It was this story of these Abuja musicians that were kidnapped. And you know, I have told you, if I see anywhere that anyone who associated with APC, Egbekegbe, if I see anywhere they are dying, listen to me, I will walk past and save that my empathy or sympathy for somebody else who has nothing to do with APC, Egbekegbe. I told you that before and I meant it. If you have a family member that is a very strong member or believer or supporter of APC, whether they are in APC or they are not, so it doesn't matter. If you have any family member that have strong affiliation with them, they are more dangerous to you than whatever enemy you probably are protecting yourself from all this while. Now, I point all this out because these actions or all these anomalies, they are individual. But if they are not properly handled or kind of managed, they will become a long-term general problem of everyone. So I saw this guy, I was like, oh, I felt sorry for this musician when they said they kidnapped them. Then today I was like, oh, they said, I saw his social media activities. This madman was actually like one of those who were celebrating Thiefnubu. And he said, peace has come here at last or something like that. So when I saw that, I was like, well, thank God for their life. Nigeria happened to them, but they are alive to tell the story. And we hope everybody will understand that actions have consequences. And there are still many of you that are still going to be kidnapped. Some of you are still going to be killed. Okay? A lot of you are still going to lose your job. Many of you who still have enough Jews today, okay, to defend them on social media, you are going to end up wretched by the time they are done with you. I am not the one wishing it on you. It is their own action and the rest, right? So then I just put it up there. I was like, well, let's thank God that they have, what do you call it? They are alive to tell the story because everyone's actions have consequences. And you can no longer turn around and say, are you now happy that that happened? Yes, yes, I'm happy. What are you going to do about it? Innocent people lost their lives trying to at least make you understand that APC, Egbekegbe, they only come to steal, to destroy, and to kill. And that's what they have always represented. Look at Nigeria, for God's sake. Do you need anybody to actually really say it in a way that will get you kind of be crying before you can then say, oh yeah, I believe you. I have to run away from APC. Does anybody need to tell you that? But I have my own political decision. I'm not saying you don't, but you don't even have the number. They unleash violence on innocent people. They killed people. Just to give you same of the same. So you won't come say, Shemo wa happy. Then you go pa yin danu. You don't ma pa ko pa danu nu yin gan. Because I can use you as an example. Because you know why? Innocent people who don't know anything are already kidnapper. They are already in the hands of kidnappers. Many people who rejected the APC in your charade election, they rejected the APC because of insecurity. They rejected it because a dead man that you are about to, a druggie. They knew why this is going to end. They did all they could to stop it. But yeah, you are happy. So now, yeah, enjoy it. Anybody, because even me way sit down here, me self go collect. So do you now see why I'm also kind of, waiting for my own turn too. But before my own turn come, it about pakunuyi, it about jigbenuyi, it about OTSC. Mama, oh yeah, don't ever come here and ask me, are you happy? So that was the one, no. That's so one Igbo bigot, one useless boy like that in South Africa. In their usual way, just jump there. Hey, it was like, hey, Mayegun. I mean, you two can see it, and something like it was like Mayegun, Abokis are Yoruba's husband. Okay, the Yorubas cannot do anything except whatever the Abok. You know, a lot of you say that, Abi, and you actually feel like it's something cool when you know it's absolute trash, but you believe it. To you, it's kind of a bragging right. The Igbos will never bow down for the North. The Yorubas are the ones bowing for the. You say that to my face. You actually say that to my face, right? Oh, I dare you to say that to my face next time. Do you get that? Oh, I dare you. Say it to my face. Mayegun. You see, the Yoruba, I even said, now I was like, you must be stupid though. I'm a Yoruba man. And so are millions of other Yorubas who have no goddamn business with all this nonsense. And just like every other part of Nigeria, your criminal politicians from the east from the west to the north and the rest of them united in their criminality. And the rest of us, what are we? They are victims, aren't we? So to you have actually said something nice. You are telling a Yoruba man that because I'm a prominent Yoruba man. A prominent Yoruba man that calls out all the bullshit that is going on in there, and those who are actually actively involved in it, and you had the audacity to come to my page and tell me Yorubas are this or that. So to make you feel good, or then I will come and I will say it's true, Jare. It is true, Jare, my brother. We Yorubas are Yahweh. Is that actually what it is in reality? So Yoruba, I mean, when you want to say the Yorubas, the Igbos, and the rest of them, they are all slaves to their own interests. They are not even slaves to the northern Nigeria. Stop being stupid. Some of you are like that daft. And your bigot versus bigot. When I'm dealing with the Yoruba bigot, that doesn't give you an Igbo bigot to come the kind of masturbate in public there. Show Yahweh. So this little guy came and I was like, from South Africa, I was like, guy, correct yourself. You de mad, I'm still here dealing with some of this lunatic, all this bigoted wearies, trying to tarnish the image of Yoruba, the same Yoruba that accommodated every tribe in our region. We never fought war with anyone. Have you fought any war with anybody? In Yoruba land? No, we haven't. People live with us. I mean, it's been like that for decades. But we now have the political criminals who are now brewing the division, divisive politics. And they are making that look like it's Igbo politics, it's Yoruba politics, it's Hausa politics, it's Fulani politics. No, it's not. And that should be your job. Don't feel comfortable and tell a Yoruba man that Aboki is your husband. They are sharing power, and the rest of us are suffering it. So our own Igbo leaders they are like the Efu to the north. Oh, okay. When it comes to, listen to this, when it comes to and it's actually bigotry, by the way. So I'm just using this as an example for those of you who are still hibernating or hiding on my page in your little bigot. When you leave my page, when you are with your people or you are with others, you can slander the Yorubas. You can see all the dirty things. You can see all the horrible things. But when you see Mayegun, you begin to act nice. Some of you will even say to my face and say, this is the first Yoruba man that I can see that is so honest, because the rest of Yorubas are not honest. Simply because Thiefnubu, the likes of Thiefnubu are from Yoruba land. So if you as Igbo believe that your political leaders, they are the fools, or they are the ass licker for the north, but all of you other Igbos, Igbos no go agree to that. You believe that. But when it comes to the Yorubas, our own political criminals, who are also for their own selfish whatever, and whatever deal they get themselves into, like the Igbos and the rest, right? Oh, that's our own responsibility. Oh, it's because this Mayegun is Yoruba. Yorubas, they are like that. It's no longer about the criminals who are from the Yoruba land, no? That's what I told that guy. And he didn't miss. He came back. Told me, weary. He called me weary. He's probably watching me now. He said, weary. I just told you the truth. I know you will not accept the truth. Do you guys actually understand what that is? When in your bigotry, you look at somebody and say, it is true, you are talking about Igbos in your bigotry. And in that your bigoted mind, you are saying to an Igbo person and say, the Igbo man is not accepting your truth. It's because that Igbo man does not like to listen to truth. And you, Yoruba man, is telling that Igbo man truth about Igbo. Same thing to you as an Igbo man. You look at a Yoruba man and you're like, I know you Yoruba, I know Yoruba more. I know you better. But you will never accept the truth. You are telling a Yoruba man that he will not accept the truth about his tribe because you know more than him. And they are calling bigots. You they join others, they call other people bigots. You have no idea that you are actually the worst of them. That's something you should probably go and think about. So yeah, I'm not a nice person per se that way. Okay? Because I can smell bullshit from far. And bullshit comes in different size, shapes, and color. I have seen enough of them to call them out every now and then. You see, when you now begin to tell yourself the real thing, that we are all entrapped and we are all, right, being smothered by these criminals from every part of Nigeria. You see all this issue of using a bigot to ask stupid questions and then begin to expect, oh, Mayegun, I didn't expect you to react like that. You have no idea how I can react. And let me tell you something. Because when I deal with typical Nigerians, I don't deal with them as Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. I know you as typical Nigeria. Wherever you come from, I believe you are representing yourself. That moment you come around, I deal with you directly. Because I can't see beyond you. To me, a foolish person like yourself cannot be representing your entire ethnic nationality. It's not possible. Do you understand what I mean? When you see a foolish Yoruba man, because of Thiefnubu, running mad, running crazy, and the rest of that, what you should tell yourself is that, no, it's not possible that It can't be, I mean, it can't be that somebody like you, this foolish guy, is the one that will kind of represent the noble Yoruba people that you know. When you get to that stage, then you understand that, okay, now I get what Mayegun is talking about. Because when Bokoari wrecked this havoc, Yorubas were involved, Igbos were involved, Fulanis were involved, Hausas were involved, Kanuris are there, Ijos are there. You know all of them. Everybody play part. And Nigeria is the worst for it today. And guess who are those who are suffering it? Just everyone from every part of Nigeria too. So when I come out and I react to anything, the ideal thing for you is to treat it exactly as it is presented, without wearing your shade of bigotry, trying to come and sound intelligent. No. I can smell bullshit from far. Allow me to rant like that once in a while, because that's who I am. You know? So let's go further, because we still have other part of this tonight. So Emefiole is locked up. Bokoari won't ever be. And somebody is telling you that he has a renewed hope for you. Like lifting 50 million of you out of poverty.
To ensure that social justice reaches everybody that needs it. Inflation has almost increased by 6%. I think exactly 5.7% between, say, May, when it was 22.4. I think the last one in November, we have it at 28.2. Now, people are literally losing it in this country. Companies have left. Some companies, big companies like, GSK, Sanofi, and all of that have left. FG's stopgap intervention appears maybe not being able, it can't cut it. How much do you think that the government can really do to cushion it, given the paucity of fund, the debt burden breaking our back? Vis-a-vis, I also want to find out from you, what exactly is your budget? Because I think I see that it's 201 billion, but I stand to be corrected. What else are you looking at? Because your ministry, to the best of my knowledge, may not be an income-generating ministry. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's about appropriation to reach out to people that I need. So what exactly is the government thinking of beyond themselves through your ministry, advisories you're giving to the president to say, look, this is a lot. We need to look beyond.
So first, we are clearly drawing out a strategy to be able to get 50 million persons out of poverty within 42 months. Now,
can you say that again?
Is not just going to be only the job of my ministry to do. There's going to be an intersectorial collaboration with other ministries. For instance, the Ministry of Trade and Industry, of course, they have the SMEs, that's the small, micro, small, and medium size enterprises, which, of course, the president has provided some loans, both the nano loans and other loans for persons doing small little businesses all across the nation. They too, in one way or the other, are supporting to lift people out of poverty. Government is very, very intentional. In fact, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, of course, like you know, is a man of the people and one who cares a lot about those who are poor, vulnerable in society. And he does all within his powers to see how he can really take off that pain from Nigerians. A few hours ago, I'm sure you heard when he said that those who will be going for the Xmas period, he will do his best to see how he can subsidize even the transportation for them to get home for Xmas and come back. So there are different strategies, and we're working with international partners as well as the World Bank. All of those strategies, it will take a whole lot of your time today if I want to take you through them. But what is at the back of our minds is that 50 million people will be pulled out of poverty in 42 months. And at the same time, we must have very strong inclusion criteria.
What shall I say unto the Lord?
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say,
Thank you, Lord.
What
shall I say?
We should be grateful, Abi. 50 million of you will be out of poverty in 42 months. Abi 48 months, innit? No, 42 months. Oh, 42 months. I'm gonna. Swear, say 7 days. No, sorry. 24 hours make 1 day. 7 days make 1 week. 4 weeks make 1 month. 12 months make 1 year. 42 months make how many years? 4 years. Okay. 50 million of you are going to be lifted out of poverty by the year 2027, when election is going to be next. Can you now see? The girl always pull numbers from the thin air, waffling, just blabbing and all that. You see, we are going to do... When you see her next time, she can tell you that they want to pull 100 million out of poverty. According to her, to pull you out of poverty, they will be giving you 25,000 naira. And they've already given it to 3.5 million people. I don't know if you collected yours. So for those of you who don't collect 25,000 and still they look for do giveaway. Now Google kill you. Because how can you be collecting the money that is going to lift you out of poverty? And you are still looking for giveaway for Christmas. They've already spent, according to how. Remember, they said they had no register for the poorest people in Nigeria. Shadia and the other minister who were spending 400, 500, 800 billion a year, sharing money to ghosts. Thiefnubu came out and they said, these guys were just like, they were just manufacturing numbers out of the thin air. When they asked them to present all the names of those beneficiaries, the register, Baba, no register. All these 1 million people have been given money. 1.9 million, 13 million household, 11 million. All of them are just manufactured by these rogues. And Betta eduscam. She's doing her own too. You know, I mean, what are we going to say? You know, she's reaping the reward of her own hard work during the whole selling of Bulaba, Bala Blue at the time, remember?
A town hall different from Bala Blue, Bulaba, a town hall.
That's a reward. So she can always tell you and throw numbers around. Okay? And in 2027, instead of you to be pulled out of poverty, you see that 50 million where they won't pull out of poverty. Now that one go come pull some of you who see they abuse me here, pull you into that poverty. Ask those I warned 8 years ago. Ask them where are they today. Ask them. One mapada war you see no poverty in last. I have seen it happen before. And it will happen again. And the likes of Betta and the rest of them, they will disappear. You won't see them again. And next time they will tell you, oh, some people looted Nigeria, but Thiefnubu did not approve. Now somebody else approve.
I built this country, I employed 13,800 workers. People employ nobody. And nobody asked them their source of wealth. I have 3 factories in Lagos, Nigeria. I have 2 factories in Ota, build manufacturing. I have 3 factories in Aba, manufacturing. And I'm a thief. And people that cannot explain where their source of wealth comes from, they are not thieves. I leave everything in the hands of God. May God be the judge.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. And talking about this being the beginning or not, yesterday I managed to tell you that This Port Harcourt refinery, they told you is ready. Are you sure? I'm still asking you. Are you sure? Somebody just told us now that no, it's not that ready. It's the phase 1. Okay, before it will start, it's going to still be end of next year. We are going to make sure that it's not end of next year, but something like that. Want to take back again? They don't even want me. They don't want. You will think it is me. Am I going? Are you happy? No, I'm not. I've told you that I'm not. Pointing out all of this doesn't mean that I am actually happy they are happening to you, even though I am happy. Well, the reason why I'm not really happy is because you are not reacting. You should never be calm with what is going on or what they are doing to you in Nigeria. You shouldn't be calm. Sure you get? So I'm happy they are happening so that that can possibly force you to at least be alive and fight for your lives. Don't wait for anybody to come around and come and fight for you. I'm not happy because it's like a waste of happenings. How are you like living in Nigeria, surviving under this hardship? How? What have they done to you? What are you so scared of? But what do you want us to do? Go and face them. What do you mean go and face them? What if they shoot us and they kill you? If you let them. You cannot just sit down there in the UK and be saying that we should go and face them. You too, you should come. I'm not suffering. I am not their victim. I will never be their victim in this way. Do you get that? You are their victim, everyday victim. I don't know what it feels like. I can only imagine it because I've been there before. I don't know what it feels like now. Imagining it alone makes me boil. But I'm not the one suffering it. How could you be suffering and you're not kind of, angry enough to make those who are making you suffer see that you are not happy? You don't need me to kind of do that, do you? You shouldn't need anybody. And if they kill you, make them kill you. Kill you no goloma tori yada yinsi. May God no preserve our life because of poverty, because of suffering, and then when we say poverty, God self, you can say, okay, the poor people. What about all of you where they pretend say you are rich? She life, she na life una they live. She na life, na so life supposed be. Even with your money, Raja go still punish you. So you are not hungry. Like my guy here, he's not hungry. He's just like, typical.
Is it now when we all go mad? Because I'm going mad in this country. I love this country so much, but at the same time, I hate this system of this country to the point that, see, whatever you do, try and have to address. Somebody said that recently. And I think it's true. Whatever you do, have Nigerian visa, live in Nigeria, and have visa for another country. Because of madness. Okay, I live in the United States. They said they don't take lights. They don't take lights. 24 hours lights because our line is connected to heaven. They don't take lights. No problem. Tell me why. Because they just told me that this PHCN or NEPA do this every season. We are not owing. First, you increase the tariff of lights. No problem. How much is the money? Tariff was increased. So even if you buy 400k light, if you off in 1 week, you will say they try. Tariff is shooting off the roof. No problem. We were paying. Tell me why for the past 2 days, there is no light in my estate. In the most expensive slum in Africa called Ikoyi, no light in my estate. No problem. Okay, send somebody. How much is money? We have been on diesel. If you buy diesel, 200,000, you just sleep like this and you wake up to answer call. Diesel are finished. No problem. Tell me why since morning my driver have been driving all over Lagos. There is no diesel anywhere to buy. So we have called NEPA. Alpha. NEPA says that estate chairman to come and see him. Is this your father's business? The audacity. No reason. The estate, we are not owing. No transformer did not burn. You just off light because you want to eat Christmas rice. You off the light. You say, estate chairman, come and see me. Let us buy diesel. 1,200 a liter. The diesel, what I have is 80 kVA. Diesel have finished. Go and buy diesel. They said that diesel is nowhere to be found. Look at me now, wearing bathroom slippers, going from one neighbor to the other because I have a child and a beautiful wife. Heat cannot do them. I am going round and round. Nah, if I diesel, my brother, do you have diesel? I will double the money. Give me diesel. This is why it's also good to know your neighbors and be good to them. Look at me now, pricing. Is it 40 liters that this man wants to give me? I won't tell you how much he wants to sell it, but he wants to do business. I'll buy. I'll buy. Because if I don't buy, I am packing out of my house and I'm going to another hotel to sleep this night. Because I don't understand this country. The rich is not crying, the rich is dying. With all your money, you will die in Nigeria. Nigeria money. Nigeria send your papa. With your money, you will suffer in this country. I don't know if it's cried, I want to cry, or laugh, I want to laugh. Who do us? I'm tired.
Body. The rich are not crying. The rich are also dying. So don't think we don't know. Even when some of you want to say, we thank God, and you put up all this Instagram, this, your picture and your cars, your houses and the rest of that. Once you turn off the camera and you turn off the ring light, you go back to the reality. The most expensive slum in Africa, Ikoyi, where you have all the billions, where you have all the mansions, where you have all of the supposed good life. But we don't get good life anywhere. Hard life, Lenny. And that's Nigeria. What kind of a country is that? Brother said, in Nigeria, we kill you, even with your money. Gone are the days where you think all you need is money. Make I just get money. Even with your money. You will die of hypertension, frustration, and so many things that they want you to die of. Now that place you can tell me, say, if they burn you well, come back here, come and say all of this here. Ninu hell, I can prove. Imagine. Make I live a place where there is rule of law, there is electricity, a place where there is security, a place where at least I work, I pay tax, my tax works. I should come to your hell to come and prove to you what? That you are living in hell. And we all deserve better. Abba, if I be your brother, would you want me to come and prove to you in your hellfire there that you are living in hell before you believe you are living in hell? No call off now, see they manage, okay? No worry. You know, it will just be like that of boiling water with 3 frogs. When you put frog inside the pot filled with cold water, okay, and then you start the fire. As the water begin to steam and begin to get warmer and warmer, typical Nigerians, they will be turning and turning side and turning side and turning side until the water will start boiling and they will start jumping. They will start jumping, thinking maybe if they keep jumping, they won't get burnt much. But when they look at themselves, they're already roasting and sweating and the rest of that. Some of them will make it far. I feel, and most of the death that some of you suffer, they are not physical death. They killed you economically, slowly. Then help on the side to make sure that your health become degenerative and in a way that you begin to lose it. And that's why he said, all of us now madness won't kill us for this country. What kind of a country is that? I'm a proud Nigeria out there. Proud fool. Somebody said, in Nigeria, you have to provide your own electricity, provide your own water, provide your own housing, provide your own education, provide your own healthcare, provide your own security, provide everything that you have to provide, yeah? And then in that way, where your government does nothing but take care of themselves and all that, then you turn around and you're like, I'm a proud Nigerian. When you're a proud Nigerian, you are a proud mugu, a proud fool, and I don't care about your age. You're a proud Nigerian. Like, naso. So, like I said, may everybody they suffer, they smile. So, Dangote, I'm sorry, worry, no. Port Harcourt Refinery.
Well, it's good news that the Port Harcourt Refinery is coming on stream. The mechanical aspects of the project, the flaring has commenced, has been and put in place. Remember the last time I was there, I did mention the issue of the refining capacity, that if these refineries are not brought back, then we'll see the price of refined products going up and up because we just depend on import, NNPC importing and so on. That we cannot do that. But I'm happy that that is now happening. What we still have not been told is what capacity would that be? Will it be producing at 100% capacity? Because with the amount of money we've put in and the length of time it's been moribund, a little over 10 years, and then 1.5 or 1 point something billion dollar. When we talk about 1 point something billion dollar, we're talking about real money. It's a lot of money. In fact, in real terms, that amount can even put up a refinery maybe of a smaller capacity. So we need to also be told when it comes on stream in January, when it starts producing in January, mind you, the refinery, yes, some aspects of it has been completed, not that it has been fully completed. It's substantially set to commence production, to receive crude. But what we want to know is, will it then be another 30% capacity, or another 60% capacity, or 100% capacity, which is what Nigerians want to hear. Because, and then what impact would that have on the price of the product? The common man is speaking on the price of food, the price of transportation, the price of so many things. Because at the moment, people are still buying fuel as close to 700 naira, if not more, a liter.
Together. But me, I don't hear. They said it's not full capacity yet. For now, it still has the capacity of doing 100,000. You know, they said it's a 250,000 barrel capacity a day that it will be refining a day. They don't come out. They say it's going to do for now. It's going to be 100,000. Okay, which is 35% or be 40%, whatever, right? Then we are going to go ready near then. That means it's not ready. Why do you have to announce that it's ready and all of that nonsense? But why? That was what I was doing yesterday. And today, and as the day goes by as well, okay, you are going to know more. And by December 2024, they will tell you. Dangote, Port Harcourt Refinery is ready. You'll be like, ready again. And then that one, now phase 1, now phase 2. Or maybe it's going to be end of 2030. That's when you're going to hear the completion of phase 2. But, you know, Nigerians are mugus that way. Or their criminal politicians believe they are. Because if not, They are using the same playbook every now and then, they get away with them. So that is on that. I would have probably had one or two more to this conversation tonight, but I think I should take phone calls. At least I think I have the energy to take that. So I won't talk. You will be talking, right? Now, to those who have been here with us till this moment, okay, remember I said you need to like the broadcast. It doesn't cost a thing. Just leave the comment section, okay, and go under the video and just like it, and then go back to the comments and continue your chat there. And if you really want to call in, the number is already on your screen. Please do pick that up and call in. I'm going to take a break. Go refill my hot water again. And when I get back, I'll take calls. Hello there. Did I catch you?
Hello, my brother. Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir. Is that Charles? Have you, oh, did I miss that?
Yes, this is Charles.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. We missed you a lot too for the few days we have not been online.
I missed everyone too, but it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, sorry for your hurt. Thank God you are okay now.
Thank you, sir. Please.
Okay. I want to talk about the Port Harcourt Refinery.
Please.
It's not 1,000 capacity. They have two. The old one is 6,000 capacity. The new one is 250,000 capacity.
Exactly.
That's what the NNPC said.
Mm-hmm.
So the one of 60,000 capacity is the one that you see the gas flare.
Okay.
Not the one of 2,000. Not the one of 2.
So it's even the one for 60,000.
Yes, for the record. So
it's not
you
even
know
the
what we
major
are
one I
saying.
have been quoting because that's what they quoted though. They said it's 250,000 though.
No. The NNPC then said they say it's the one of 60,000.
Oh, that's the one that is ready. Okay.
Yes, that's when they see the gas flare. Not that it's even 100% ready. They just have at least some percentage of it. So when we Nigeria, because they have been lying to us, like person like me, until when I had a tanker driver travel to Port Harcourt and load PMS, then I will agree. So if they lie, they should say all is 100%.
Especially for those who are like who knows how the how the situation is, the type of business they run, right? How the situation is in that part of the country. A lot of them are just probably just looking at the news and just smiling like, man, no.
Yeah, that for me, that is it. I don't take any story. This is not the first time. I will remember Buhari said the refinery will work for the past 8 years twice. They give dates. When they're about to go for 2019 election, they said by December that 2019 that this same Port Harcourt refinery will start working. Exactly. It didn't work.
It didn't.
And so what I do, you expect me now? Others, they can believe them. No, but me, as me, Charles, no, I don't believe that until the day I
see them. That's what somebody also said, that until they see trucks loading petrol and all these products out of Dangote refineries, they can continue to deceive the people.
Yes, yes. Even that of Dangote, I don't believe until they start loading. Do you know? I keep asking people this question. Dangote sugar has been all over Nigeria, every look and cranny of Nigeria. But
Charles, I hope I didn't lose you there. Oh, great.
I'm still on.
Great. Continue.
Hello.
Please.
I asked them, have you ever seen Dangote sugarcane plantation? Ever? Have you seen? Like, I've never seen it. Me, I happen to go to a sugarcane industry here in Nigeria, in Bachita, in Kwara State, when it's still operational. And that is a small sugar factory. They have their sugarcane plantation farm and they have the factory. They produce the sugarcane from the farm. They do everything from start to finish. But today, that factory is gone dead. So the issue, Nigeria has a lot of problem. All these big players like Dangote, they are riding on Nigerians' innocency and they use us for right. Dangote will import sugar from Brazil, rebag it, and telling you Dangote sugar. No, they should tell me that.
Do you know that things like that? You know, it's the only one we heard that he was the only person given the license to bring, especially under Buhari, to bring in some of these things that they banned. They banned them. Don't bring rice. Don't bring this. Don't bring that. Right?
Not only Buhari. It started as far back as Obasanjo tenure. Now in Niger State, because I'm calling from Niger State, there is this Golden Penny flour sugar company. This thing, what do they call it? A sugar company in Niger State. I'm close to that place. So, but do you know they have sugar plantation farm, very big. And they started production for over 2 years now. But their sugar is not rampant in the market.
Because of the
Dangote
monopoly or what?
Not even the Dangote monopoly. That's to tell you that Nigeria needed like up to 10 or 20 sugar factories.
That are constantly manufacturing, producing. Right?
Yeah, they are constantly manufacturing and planting the sugarcane to be able to meet the needs of the Nigerian population. Yes, and do you know the numbers of people they employ in this one company here?
I can only
there are more than 2,000. There are more than 2,000 employees there. So when you multiply that by 10 or 20, you know the numbers of people the numbers of employment that Dangote alone take out of Nigeria in the on the disguise of Dangote sugar. They are just
flour, Dangote this and
Dangote this. So,
you know what somebody told me? They said that has anybody ever asked themselves what exactly is the issue that Dangote is given the access to the choice, what do you call them? These limestones locations in Nigeria for him to access the ingredient for his cement, but yet Nigerians are paying the highest for cement produced in their own country, supposedly produced in their own country. Talking about
it's monopoly, and it just It's just too bad, my brother. And let me allow others to talk. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. You have a good one, okay? So, talking about the refineries and the lies around it, there are many other things that they've lied to you about, and you continue to ask yourself, oh, why? Why are if these things are being done this much in this country, right? If they are being done here, how come they are not really generating any economic benefit other than, the prince?
Yeah, by a good general.
How are you?
By a good Baba, I'm fine. Are you?
Well, I'm well. Get in there. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, welcome back. I wish you a quick recovery.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you.
Our family, and I hope everybody there fine.
Well, everyone is fine, I would say, but it's flu, so everybody's having one thing in here or the other. But yeah, we're all good. Thank you.
Yeah, compliments of the season.
Same to you, Baba.
Yeah, I greet everyone in the house. So, respect to the Temple of Truth.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.
Yeah, answering you too, the prince. Go on.
Yeah, Baba. Thank you for today again.
So,
we'll continue to speak because truth is more powerful than any weapon of mass destruction. That's why this year talk, you be talking, they say you talk too much. Yeah, but as long as you are speaking the truth, it will continue to do a lot of damage in the mind of the criminals.
That's right.
So that is that. You see, my good general, what is happening in Nigeria? My take in it is that as Biafrans are about to leave, no longer profit for crude oil in Nigeria. So nobody should stand on our way when we are leaving.
At least.
Because we live in Nigeria. It's we have to resist unto blood. If you don't resist unto blood, your enemy or your oppressor can never leave you alone, including the devil. You must resist unto blood before the devil can leave you alone. That's one thing we should. Yeah, that's one thing we should know. Mayegu, you see, there is something that we found it difficult to accept or believe. You see, Nnamdi Kanu said that he stick his life that if anybody, if Buhari government and regime, Garuba would do give sign to the press, court, when the Buhari imposter want to make mistake. He said that if they can prove him, he's going to drop Biafra agitation. That Buhari is not dead. He believes strongly that Buhari, and he knows strongly that Buhari is dead. That's why everybody is avoiding him. Till date, nobody can prosecute a dead man. You understand?
I'm with you.
If you want to dig too deep, and they say, okay, yes, so Buhari must come out. Can you remove the marks? Who will remove the marks? You understand? It's just like saying who will bury the cat. Are you getting me? That is just it. Nigeria is a deadly crime scene. You see all these people, all this cosmetic they are doing in Abuja, patching up everybody just to what they can grab. Look at how they are stealing the country dry. People are dying. They have the mind to leave people in hunger, and they are going to Dubai to do party. 3 billion naira, over 3 billion naira. Convert it in dollars that they spend under 10 days. That they are talking about useless talk, saying climate change. What do you concern Nigeria with climate change? Yeah, is it not madness? You see? So, Mayegu, to be honest with you, we don't see tire. We Biafrans, we don't see tire. You understand? And we are ready to resist unto blood, though. It does not matter if it's only one person remaining. I'm telling you, Baba. Because as it be so, we will continue to talk. You see this talk? When there is no truth in any matter, you will continue to talk. And you see this Emefiole matter, why they are holding him, court has discharged him. He is to keep on making sure that Nigeria are busy. It's just part of the distraction. It's just part of distraction because Buhari, they are not talking about Buhari. They are avoiding the main thief, the greatest thief in this world. They are avoiding him and the family. Go to Malamio, Garibashebu, all these people that gave Nigeria a ghost aeroplane.
A ghost president.
A ghost president, a ghost aeroplane. They have
the number one ghost worker at the time.
I'm telling you, my ego. But you see, that's why now Fulani herdsmen, terrorists are number 2. The most dangerous terrorist group in the world.
Yes.
They've won I think they are going to number 1 now. You understand? So that is the problem. That is where we are, and the aim now is just to round up. They are still there in the army, the police, the DSS. Nobody obeys any law, lawless society. And they want us to continue with this. Where are we going? Where are we going to go?
We all know
where are we going to achieve with
but
this?
They just don't want to believe until they arrive at court.
Our founding father, Wolowo, Ziko, where they are in their grave now, they will be rolling.
At least.
Saying this kind of country, why did they go and take independence? Is it to kill the destiny of their children? You are born into Nigeria, 40 years, you never even know where your life they go.
No idea.
It's terrible. We can't continue like this. God forbid bad thing. Yeah, my good general, God bless you.
And you too.
Keep on saying the truth. The truth is more powerful than all this their defense fund. They are gathering to promote terrorism.
They just must know the party they are joining. When Mayego is talking about these people, I'm speaking my mind. I'm not asking for anybody's opinion to now come down and say, I have another opinion. Ogun won't kill you. And they talk about APC, you can't talk, say you get another opinion about them that we should look at another reason. I don't want to see any other reason. And wherever you see them, reject them, do everything to, it's like termite, exterminate them from any part of your body, if you can. Or if you can't, please, don't use that as an excuse to come here to say, I have another opinion. Opinion will kill you there about APC.
You
get thank you so much, Prince Jejema. Let me take another one, okay? So here I think we go. Hello there.
Hello.
Hey,
hello dear.
Hello, ma.
How are you?
I'm very well.
I'm good. How are you feeling now? Hope you're getting better.
I mean, you all can tell. If I'm happy that a lot of you have actually mind to take your mind off for how I look. I will look better. Or how I feel. I think I feel better. But how have I done so far, ma? If there is no cause for concern, then you have your answer. So I'm good.
Yeah, thank God. You'll be fine, but by the special grace of God, you're okay. You'll be okay.
Amen, man. Thank
completely.
You,
yeah. I was I make everybody as well.
Well, everyone is fine.
We really miss you.
But yeah,
we really miss you.
She's almost
every night when I check, and
she's also getting down with something now, and I want to say it's all because of that stress of last 6 days. But yeah, apart from that, I think we're all just fine. Thank you, ma. Thank you so much.
Yes. Sorry about that. Sorry. All these things, honestly, it's like in me, really, Nigerian. It's like another. How do we say it? Another another world. It's like something else. It's like something is happening. What is happening? It's not normal anymore.
It's not.
It's not normal. Even the way these people think, do you think it's normal? It's not. It is like, okay, someone lady, she was like, oh, she was lamenting seriously that she went out to get, their vehicle got spoiled and they broke down and all these Agberu that they came. Agberu came as usual. She was just lamenting. And, someone that was saying all those things, she explained herself that sometimes you just pity, like, oh, sorry, madam. If you read this, what people was writing there, because someone said, oh, is it not you people that voted Thiefnubu? As this just wrote that one. Oh my God, almost lots of people. Oh, is it Thiefnubu? Is it MC Olomo? They started saying all sort of rubbish. I was like, what is all this? Then who is it? They got to
intentionally. You see, when you are trying to raise a point or something, right? A lot of them, they will. You see all those comments. They are what do you call it? Trivial way of trivializing things to make it look like,
it looks so simple.
It's not
so
that
simple,
deep
like
now.
it just it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Something,
why are you blaming Thiefnubu for that one? Is it Thiefnubu that said your car should break down? Because they don't see the real problem. Not that they don't, not that they don't even see the problem, they do, but they will trivialize it and begin to make you feel like you are the one who is overreacting.
So you're the one, maybe you are the one that is like doing this thing, like, oh, is it normal? What happened to me? You just, all those things.
Must you see everything on social media? Because of what happened.
Exactly.
At least the Agberos are also good now. Maybe they just wanted to help you now. You could have given them something now. At least you will have car. Why can't you bribe them?
You know what? This one of them said that all these Agberos, and if they even have their own usefulness, they can be useful sometimes. They can be useful. Yeah, okay. I said, oh my God.
Nigerians are mad. If
trouble.
You have no idea, you go just waste your mental health. You're mad. Look at your screen. See, look at your screen, ma. They said Lagos Psychiatric Hospital record 100% admission increase since May. One record our patients since May. People are mad.
Yes, it's May.
Yeah, people are mad in that place.
Honestly.
Right now.
The place is mad. It's something else. One lady wrote this on the, what is it called? The messages that they kidnapped dad and the driver since October, right? And it was this Thursday they called them.
Since October.
They sent the picture. They sent the picture. They've killed them all. She said they killed them. The DM, the messages, the comments. She said they killed them. The one lady, she got there. The father and the driver, that they've collected their body.
They've killed their dad's driver as well. Since they kidnapped them, they've been looking for them since October.
They kidnapped them, since October. And this told them, yesterday they now sent them picture. They've killed them. Yeah.
So what were the reactions that caused your concern? Like, people were like, what?
It's this.
You are reporting an incident that happened. I get that one too.
On your program.
This is what people
just now. The lady wrote it there. The lady wrote it just now. This program we are doing, the lady wrote it there that they kidnapped our father and the driver. And they killed them since October 13 or something. They killed them and they just sent them picture yesterday, Thursday. So she said they've collected their body. Just imagine. And the worst thing is, all these things are norms. They don't take it like some big deal. Even when you told them, when they heard all these things, they will be like, Psh, that is it.
So
They don't feel
is it now
anything.
Thiefnubu's fault? Don't let us be object. I mean, somebody was telling me that I was like, for example, lamenting about this issue of insecurity, kidnappings, and the rest of that, and then you're like, it's the job of the government to protect the people, right?
Exactly.
And then you see somebody who is going to say, hey, well, we should not blame Thiefnubu for that one now. Do you expect Thiefnubu to come and carry gun and protect you in your house? If we should go and look at the military, let's blame the police. It's not because they're interested in blaming those people. They just don't want to
are they really normal? Are they? Is that normal? The way they think, their mindset, the way they think, they've twisted everything. They've tampered with their brain.
It is also very scary.
And it's not scary.
It's scary.
I always ask this question all the time. Tell me what is working in Nigeria.
I've been also asking.
Please.
There is absolutely nothing.
What is working in Nigeria?
Nothing.
And these people will be saying, and the worst thing is those people in diaspora, and they would still be like, yes, they would still take side of this Thiefnubu, the government.
Deluded people, more deluded people than those ones. They are so scared to return to Nigeria, but they will stay where they are, trying to say, give them time and the rest. So I mean, they are like.
So what is going on? What is wrong with us? What is it that is going on? What can we do? You talk of the Refinery. See, they said something yesterday, another thing today. They did the same thing with the Nigeria here.
They did, though. And the guy the guy that did that of Nigeria here is now a sheikh. If you see him on social media now, he's now writing Quranic verses. He's now preaching about Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That's what this guy is now writing on social media now, man.
Just imagine.
No joke.
That one.
If you see anything now, there are those who are going to tell you that you are abusing their sheikh. This guy na thief, Just you understand?
Just imagine.
If I see anything now, I blaspheme. Now you say I blaspheme against him. Well, I'll show you. We are all monitoring.
Come on, worry.
Now, I mean,
you just stay there. We're not coming home. No. Exactly.
It's just so unfortunate we found ourselves in this situation, right? But
what can we do? What can we do? Thank you so much, man. Take good care of yourself and wake up, please. So, all right, then. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, same here.
I think I should be saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone who calls me in tonight because I may not speak to you again this year. But there are those who are veterans that are always so kind of. Anyway, hello there.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Sorry, good
evening. Good evening. From London.
Say that again, sir.
From Kent, London.
You calling from Kent? I actually thought you said your name and I missed it there. So,
okay, my name is Danny. I'm fine. I'm blessed.
Danny. Yes, sir. You are connected. Please go on.
You've done very well. You've created awareness to so many Nigerians and people who are not even in Nigeria. You've done very, very well. Well done. God will help protect you all through.
Amen. And thank you.
One thing that surprises me in this Thiefnubu issue is only in Nigeria you get a president without certificate.
Only in Nigeria.
Only in Nigeria. Nowhere in the world.
And Nigerians are those who are so educated and value education so much, and they ended up with a president with no certificate.
With no certificate. Is it not a shame?
It is.
It's only in Nigeria you see a drug baron become a president of a country. It's only in Nigeria. It's only in Nigeria you will get somebody who has double citizenship and he will deny it and he's still a president.
That's right.
It's a very shameful thing. Very, very shameful. I don't even know how to express myself.
If it is limited to shame, we could probably deal with that. Nigeria has been having shameful or shameless leaders, right? It's deeper than that. No country will legitimately, genuinely invest, or investors will genuinely take their own hard-earned money and put it in the hands of druggies, of certificate forgers, of aggressive, of criminals who want to aggressively take over your business. Let's be honest, that's even the worst part, because the fact that Tinubu is president, the negative effect of that on the entire country, sir, I think it's worse than Shemo. It's deeper than that, because
I can't believe this. Gallivanting everywhere with his hand shaking, gallivanting everywhere, idiot, everywhere, just showing himself. How can you become a president? The people who employ you, you didn't get a certificate. Nothing. Now he's arranging himself for 2027. No, but it's a shameful thing. Only in Nigeria, people enter office without certificate. It's really, 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 really bad. It's so painful. People like us who go to Nigeria 3 times a year before. I've not been since last year now.
See?
It's a big disgrace. Only in Nigeria you see where the president doesn't have certificate. The president is a drug baron, and nobody's saying anything. He's spending our money, gallivanting everywhere, waving hand everywhere. He's not even ashamed of himself. Yeah, he used a woman's name, a female's name. Nobody's saying anything. It's just there. Everybody's calm, and he's still doing more. Kill the country. You cannot express all. You cannot finish
just
saying
so many that no. I have chosen to probably be all of your mouthpiece on this program, because when you start listening, listing them, it gets so frustrating too. It's like,
yes,
it's true. This situation is hopeless, except
yes,
nothing happens.
Yes.
If nothing happens, Nigeria is completely done for. Hopeless.
It's very shameful. Very shameful.
So Dami, thank you so much, sir. Right?
Thank you so much. Let me give other people a chance to speak to you. Thank you so much.
Sir. Okay. And Merry Christmas. Oh, I didn't say that to him before he leaves. Anyway, you will hear me there. Merry Christmas to you. So I just checked the offering pots, and it shows here that even though we were like nearly 2,000 before then, right? Well, we couldn't get you to at least, we could do better. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to add your own offering there, which is like the video, share it. The more you do that, the chance that those who need to really see this will see it. And it's just all of us playing our role. Yeah, I know. And everybody kind of have their own shot. I call it shot. So I have another caller here. Hello.
Baba Balagba.
Yes, sir. Baba.
It's Martinelli.
Martinelli. Now, okay, you got me. Anyway, Martinelli. How are you, Baba?
I'm watching you on that one. I'm watching you on the other one. I do okay, Baba. I do okay, Baba.
Okay. Did you change your profile pictures there or something like that? Your status picture or something? Because that's why I missed it. I knew what it was like the last time, Yeah. Well, it's really good to hear from you, Martinelli.
Baba. We, the members of the Temple of Truth, we are the happiest to hear your voice again. We are the happiest to know.
Mati, Baba. Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you for taking the time out. Yes, everything, because you came on a couple of days ago, yesterday or so in the daytime.
Yeah,
and
just to make sure that my equipment are not already rusted, so I had to make sure they're still working. But yeah, I had to do 2 programs yesterday, even though I wasn't there. But yeah, Marty,
you did, Baba. You did very, very well. You did well. Thank you very, very much, Baba. I wish you all the best. I hope you get better.
I will.
I know you're still not 100%, but whatever. Yeah, I hope you get better very soon. And that's to and everybody. Thanks to them for looking after you and making sure that.
I can hear you too. Thank you so much, Baba.
Thank you so much, Baba. Like you said, everything you say, like you echo our voice. So there's nothing to come and say again. So what are we gonna say again? We are here catching feelings, having sleepless nights, thinking of how we're going to what are we going to do? How are we going to get out of this mess? How are we going to do this? What are we going to do next? How are we going to do this? A lot of us are
concerned and all that.
A lot of us, so sometimes when you talk about, diaspora, what are you doing? As in, I don't know, I feel like jumping on some people and just ripping their guts out or
and
just
feel like
making
because sometimes you need it. You know what I mean?
Like everything you get, before all this nonsense happened, we told you this is how it's going to end. You guys pushed everybody into this madness. And we followed you. For those of us who already knew how it's going to end.
Now,
we stood back, we were watching.
Do yourself. We'll be here to remind you that
come back. And now you want to come back and start blackmailing us.
Gaslighting me. Emma, don't talk like that. At least we cannot show why mini. Kima talk like that. I will talk like I want to talk. Because I could possibly not be talking the way I'm talking now if a majority of you has actually used your sense of reasoning and prevented yourself from all of this.
Just pay that attention. Pay that. Even if you cannot use your head, there are some of us that actually knows how to use our head. And we told you that cry. We talked, insulted us. You shouted at us. You belittled us. You told us we are. Now you are back.
They said we will cry for 8 years. Remember.
You understand? My ego, you are crying. My ego, you cry for 8 years. My ego, is crying. Inside is Al-Qaeda. Inside is brand new.
You know what I mean? So I'm not saying I won't. I'm crying. That's fine. But no make una no dey gaslight my crying. So are you now mocking us? You know me. That's sort of me. My react me. Nothing will happen. If you think you can gaslight us from doing so by trying to say, but Kini, keep what you buy down.
Buhari don't know anything about currency change. You don't know anything. Really? We saw the evidence. Really? Any problem or no? Any show. My ego.
Atinelli.
Compliments of the season. Merry Christmas.
You should have a wonderful one and send me well to the family, okay? And you have a good one, Baba.
Baba, no off the mic, you understand?
And he couldn't bush along with me. In case people have no idea what that means, the only thing we could collect this mic from my hand, he couldn't connect. And that one, and the only thing we are not get control over. None of us get control over it, And the Lord Tower Dere, Martinelli, he could our own sheni, $2. Toba $2, $2. Toba $2, $2. Ola mako, enu, òun lẹsẹ̀ máa fi kọ́, ló máa fi kọ́ èkùrọ̀ ojú ọ̀run. Kò yé bàbá ní orúkọ Jésù Kristi Olúwa wa. Lórúkọ Jésù. Martinelli, àwọn èèyàn máyégún nìyẹn o. And it is true, ẹsẹ̀ Bible kan ni. Sorry, my caller. Me, I know that none of us is getting out of this world alive. Do you know that? So if people threaten you with death or try to make you feel like death is something, so we are all going to die. See, nobody is living this earth alive. None of us is living this world alive. So then what is the big deal? Well, the only thing there is that for me, my own death is not going to be today, but tomorrow. Now, when we get to tomorrow, remember, tomorrow turns to today, Abi? And since my own death is not today, it is tomorrow. So it will always be tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay? Just same way. These our feet continues to believe that it will crack the palm kernel on that road. I will crack it tomorrow. And it will never crack it. Enimapa Olamapa, enu, oni. Okay, ma, stop there. Hello there.
Hello to my.
Oh, our lady. How are you tonight, ma?
It's quite a while, thank God. It's been a while. I have been strong also like you. Yes. Yeah,
It's been a tough one, by the way, and it seems to always be like that every December. Mine is always December. I don't know why, but after a few days, I'm back and I wait for the next year or next 2 years and all that.
Yeah, it's reaction to medication. So,
well, okay.
But I'm fine. I'm fine. It's not God is.
That's great, ma'am.
And I'm calling basically to wish you well because you've been also very strong. And by the grace of God, your enemies will never overtake you.
Amen.
Your wife both of you will live long.
Amen.
To enjoy each other. The trouble of Nigeria will not overtake you.
Amen. But it's like I'm already growing some white beard here now. Like, I don't know. And they said it's stress. You know, and I can tell it is. And I shouldn't be stressed, but look at me.
No, all of us are great. Concerning these people who are trying to destroy us, there's no part of their news that shows that they are human, they are humane, and that the problem of the masses concerns them. There's nothing about them that shows that.
They have empathy or sympathetic to the people they claim to be ruling.
Not at all. I watched you from beginning, the Emefiole's saga, the 99% of all participants in Buhari government should face firing squad. They are facing it, but the thing is, you and I may be the one that sleeps better than them, because as long as the people are suffering, as long as all these stories about them is on air, they are not sure of any, even their gatemen, they are not sure of them. They are not sure of their cook, they are not sure of anybody. That is not life. You can make a whole country. Now, the wife is busy sharing money for the ex-wife.
I saw that 950 million she shared in a single day.
And I would have loved to find out what was her business. Where was this money, or where did these monies come from?
Office of the First Lady, ma.
Yeah, Office of the First Lady. Does she have salary that she's earning all these billions within 6 months?
Just give money to her to spend. Remember this budget of supplementary, ma. She alone and her office collected 42 billion naira. That's how much that she got from it. Okay?
Exactly.
In 2024 budget, you don't want to know how much she's getting. So it's just free money.
And we have the story that she was also the one supporting his husband, her husband, when he was
running his drug business. No doubt. She's indicted in that FBI report.
They have been in the business. They have been in the same business together. Yes. But one thing I'm very, very sure of is that all this ill-gotten wealth and all this everything they are doing, they are not going to do anything reasonable with it.
No.
As Nigerians are cursing them. Many Nigerians are dying. Mothers and fathers are cursing the system. Some fathers and mothers that worked in that system. So, somebody like me, my father was a railway worker, and he suffered before he died. If not that God helped us to support him a little. But there was nothing to show that he worked so hard for that government. My father would ride bicycle from Lawansin to Yaba, or walk when the bicycle is broken to support his. And these people today, they don't even do 1/10 of what my father did. They are all billionaires. You see, so all these people, it may be looking rosy to them, but what they don't know is tomorrow. The tears of the ordinary man will never go in vain. The tears of the ordinary man, they will cry, God, take away this money and give me back my life. So all these things is horror. And I don't know. And for us to be thinking that Thiefnubu will do anything against what do you call him? There's another name you call him.
Oh, Bokoari, you like that? I thought you always kind of love to avoid that, but yeah, I love it. Go on, ma'am. Call it Bokoari.
Bokohari. So we saw how both of them met in London immediately after they took over government. So that is where they went to solidify what should be talked about and what should be done and not done. We are not fools. We are not fools. So it also started looking like he was not happy to have Thiefnubu in government. But when it was time to vote, he was the one that showed the card who he voted for, so that everybody should vote for him. So we know all they are doing. The games they are playing, they are not playing with idiots.
And the Nigerians that they are playing, those ones they are dancing up and down with the sensation news that is complete trash, that doesn't actually say anything.
Yeah, without the internet today that we have today, nobody will know as much as we know. In the past, they do those things and you cannot prove anything. They just do and go. But today, God has given us the channel through which we can see everything. So if what you call Trump can face what he's facing in America, the period will come. If it is not Thiefnubu, there will be somebody that will come into that power and bring all of them.
Eventually deal with that. Well, I mean, that's sort of optimistic.
Yeah, there will be a die-hearted, is the way he said, a die-hearted human being that will come there and all of them will pay their prices. You see, because you cannot sow pepper and catch and get tomatoes. So the same, so the law of retributive justice will visit everybody. So it's painful when you see these things happening and the people don't care. They were already billionaires before they came to Aso Rock. And still it's not enough, like what Trump's sister said. He has so much and it's still not enough. Mary Trump wrote it, that her brother has so much and still not enough. He's still, perpetrating in all kinds of crimes and doing it like nobody can say anything, but gradually facing the music. So I just want us to, to believe in one another. Don't give up on ourselves.
I know, like it has to be a continuous fight because, like, what do we have to lose again? They've taken everything from us.
Yeah.
So if what we have left is fight, I mean, we should hold on to it. So yeah, we'll get there.
And I'm disappointed with the Emefiole man and all his activities.
He just lets people who say professionally his career and all of that. You see, we are just sounding nicer, like in reality, all these people actually care about any career. That's wherever they are in front of money and all of that. They don't care about any career. They are criminals. Their career is just their meal ticket to what? To siphon. Instead of using their career to better Nigeria, they use that to destroy Nigeria. So they don't care about it, but it's who they are. That's what I say to people. Bokoari is a full-time criminal, and everybody under him knows that.
And all of them,
and they all enjoy themselves.
You see. So this thing you are doing for Nigerians, you think Nigerians don't see you? Some of them cannot call you. But at least they have somebody who is fighting for them. There are many people praying for you.
I know, I believe that one, especially when it comes to people like yourself and so many like that who are there, invincible. They will pretend to be. Of course, I believe that, man. I mean, why would I even last this long if I don't really have some passionate people?
I don't think all Nigerians call you. Some of them don't even have the data. They may watch, but they may be able to call you and all that. They speak in their privacy. Some of them are afraid to speak. Maybe they will not begin to look for them, So, but one thing you must know: what you are doing is not in vain. You are also going to benefit from it because the happiness you will get is when that country is.
Imagine the day that I will be able to kind of say it boldly here and say, "Oh, I'm going to be in Nigeria on Monday. I'm going to be in Ijebu day on so time." And of course, on that same day, I'm there, and everybody is watching. I say, "Oh yeah, you are in Ijebu. Now is Ijebu. There is this or that," because it's safe to be there, and I can know that my rights and everything is not going to be trampled upon by some lunatics because they have power in government. So, of course, everybody will have to benefit, but we just know that we probably stand no chance where these guys...
I wanted to quickly chip in concerning this young man that they hold down, the Biafran people. Mazi.
Namdekanu.
If we all can remember what they did to the Boko Harams that were killing people, thousands, and they said they got them, they didn't kill them back, they didn't put them in prison, they said they have been rehabilitated, and then they put them in Nigerian army. That is horrible. So they put them, they are not enough, they put them in Nigerian army. What did Nnamdi Kanu do?
He killed no one, no.
He killed no one, and they refused to release him.
And they believe that he's more dangerous than the 170,000 repentant Boko Haram that have killed over. See, under Buhari alone, they killed over 62,000 Nigerians.
And they are now celebrated.
But Nnamdi Kanu is more dangerous to Nigeria than them.
Let me tell you, they cannot shut people down forever.
They can't.
Not even if there is only I think a guy that's called said that even if there is only 2 Igbo men left, he will keep fighting. They will not.
That's
it's like it's like Jews. You can, even if there are only 7 people.
You know something, my lady, right? Is this if they could have shot the Igbos down, extinguished them, they would have done it, don't you think?
Yes, now.
But it's because it is not doable. It can't happen. I mean, how do you even exterminate over 70 million people from the surface of the earth like that? Even King Leopold that killed over 5 million people in Congo, he could only do that. But today, the Congo are still there. So how primitive form would be to think that it could exterminate some, like, who you be?
And I don't know why you want to exterminate people who are not doing you anything wrong. Who are hardworking people, who are business-minded, very creative people. And with all cheating and all the evil you are doing, they are still watching you. It doesn't mean that if you push them to the wall, they will not react. It doesn't mean that. You may be in control of the army and police, but you are not in control of also the army and police that are in the eastern part of Nigeria.
That's right.
So you can do whatever you want, but when you continue to you push them to the wall, they will react.
They will.
They will react. So it's all these things they are doing, they are not even helping the other parts of Nigeria. Because the guy that didn't do anything, you put him in prison for years.
Because of what he says or what he said. You locked him up that way and you continue to hold him illegally. Or those who actually kill people, beheaded them, women, children, sold them, kidnapped them, sold them to sex slavery.
Yes,
you were parading those ones in uniform as those who have repented. Are you like, what kind of country is this?
I told you that they repented.
They know they didn't.
There will be the ones that God will use to destroy them.
Amen.
Because God will use them, these people that already know how to kill, already know how to go to people's houses and do evil.
And they ransack villages and then, kidnap, rape women, children, and, all of that stuff. They are already doing it.
And they are not ashamed to say that they should leave this young man still in prison. A man that has asthma, that has, I don't know,
other health conditions that they actually spotted in their different court papers and some medical records presented. They just,
and there is evidence to show that there is no freedom for his people. And there is injustice. Just leave us alone to go our ways. And the reason they cannot leave us alone is the crude oil.
Well, they've made a mess of that as well. So who is benefiting from the crude oil now? Not the owners, not Nigerians. It is just this minute number of people who are now kind of overseeing that. So what, you see, my lady, let me take another one, ma. Thank you so much.
My brother, thank you. And I just want to wish you and your family a wonderful Christmas.
Thank you, ma'am. And we wish you same to yours and everyone around you, ma'am.
Yeah, Germans call it good on roach. Good on roach means to sleep, to slide into New Year in a good way. Good in root.
Bless you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, you have a wonderful holiday. I'll use that. Christmas, New Year, and I hope I speak to you again before then. So you have a good one, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, my
Yes,
brother.
ma'am. Good night. So, a lady there, Lady Margaret, and I have just one last caller before we call it a night. Oh, hang on. I think it's just, yeah, I've just got one more caller to go tonight, and it happens to be Osita. One name.
One name, the number.
One name, Osita.
In fact,
how are you, sir?
You know that we. Thank you, my brother. I'm good. Do you know we were supposed to sing that music for you to say Python dance 1, Python dance 2. They no fit defeat my ego.
See, I said my own all the time, and seriously, as long as I can talk, right? They go try. They no fit short this, Baba.
They don't. Now that's what fella called basketball won't start again.
You get,
yeah. Believe me, they can't shut you up. They can't shut you down.
No.
Yeah, truth will always reign forever.
It will.
Welcome back again after some time off.
Some time off, I'll say, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Concerning this this report on Emefiole. On a more serious note, most of the we keep thinking that the money printed and the money changed. All these things, I was deceived too. A whole lot of people were deceived. But we learn from our mistakes, our lessons, our mistakes
for trusting what they say. Because it's only by believing, giving what they say a benefit of the doubt. Like, okay, let's see. That's what makes you get deceived enough. Because at the end of the day, just like, man, you cannot even give these people a benefit of the doubt on anything.
You can't give them at all. Because they are coming back now telling you that it's Emefiole that took. But the Ragamuvian was on TV.
Yes.
And he said, you still played it now.
Mm-hmm.
He said the reason why he approved it.
Yes.
I can only make a suggestion to you if I'm working under you. It is left for you to approve it or not. If you say no, I cannot do anything. Emefiole is a criminal who is working under a crook.
Yes.
So people need to understand that. And that crook is never going to employ somebody who is clean. No. The crook will always employ a criminal that will do his bidding.
God bless you.
Even all these things they were saying that Emefiole was the one that one person told Emefiole told Buhari. It might not even be the true story. It might be Buhari that will say, and Emefiole might just say, if we do it, and he will say, my friend, will you shut up? That is the way this behave. That's the way they behave.
The same Buhari in 1984 decided to change Nigeria money because he was targeting some people he believed stole money. It was the same idea he was promoting this last year.
It was the same idea that he had. They are now
changing the story now.
They are now changing the narrative. One thing I want people to understand is that there is always going to be somebody who will take the blame.
The fall guy.
Even before Emefiole decided to continue, they've told him that we will do all this thing, we will put all this thing on your head. People think that these people don't plan, as if they don't plan. They pay some people, they pay some propagandists on how to deal with the affair of Nigeria. People will tell them, do this thing this way, they will ordinarily accept it. Or if they don't accept it, they will shout for a while and they will give up.
Yes.
That is what those people, those propagandists, they don't call their name on TV. Me and you, we've never heard their name before. They might not even be Nigerians. That's the one thing that people don't realize. They might not even be Nigerians, but they will play this ball game. What Thiefnubu is doing right now, is to think he can curry favor Because if he's actually trying to work, it is not Emefiole that you ask that question.
You know, because
there are several of them you can ask that question.
You don't probe Emefiole. You probe Bokoari's government. It is when you begin that probe that you begin to take part. I mean, ministry to ministry, department to department, everywhere things go wrong. Buhari will be the one.
To parastatals. Everybody, but you know, this one you picked under. So if you look at it,
but you are telling us that you are investigating Emefiole, but you are not investigating Buhari.
Emefiole.
Who does that?
Without investigating Buhari, you are not investigating the governors. Even a governor, a former governor, is in his cabinet right now that committed grievous crime.
Yes.
That everybody know. But you still made Matawali, but you still made him a governor. I mean, a minister
of defense.
So you just think about it. You made a governor who could not control his state. That there is skirmishes, there is war in his state, in Katsina. And you still made that, in Zamfara. In Zamfara, then you still made that one a minister, not of just defense. An ordinary minister of defense. Who does that? Let me use the crazy motherfucker. Sorry for the language. The crazy idiot. Asari's language. Have they not left you behind, Emefiole? Now they have left you behind.
They have
That's
left
the way
you
it is.
behind.
And they have left you behind.
Let me play you a music, Osita. I say, day, your day. Osita, I'm following you.
So, if you come to think of it, we saw Malamu, the whole atrocities he committed, money-wise. We are talking about money-wise. He did it with the central bank.
Yes.
Nobody said anything about Malamu. Even now, the reason I told somebody today, I was talking to somebody, I said, the person called me just because of this thing. I said, even the Thiefnubu, that Ragamuvian, that Ragamuvian is part of everything that happened in that central bank. He's part of it.
As well. Remember his own bullion van from Emefiole too. Now
Thank you very much.
Gave him that 2 billion van. Oh.
Yes. He's part of it. That Ragamuvian is part of it. So what I want Nigerians to know is that this thing is a planned act. It is a movie. It's a series. They write it in such a way they have somebody to blame. And when they have that person to blame, you will always say, oh, he is trying. Meanwhile, they are laughing at us.
Yes.
I told somebody, Emefiole will come to court. He will want to come to court. He will wear oversized clothes so that you will think that he has macheted. Other things are propaganda. That is what they are doing. Ever since this particular government has come into power, tell me what they have said that they achieved one. They have not. If you remember, when we were talking about subsidy in one of your programs, I said in that program that day, who told you that they are bringing in oil? They are not bringing in oil. You see those refineries, they are still working in a particular capacity. They are still working in a particular capacity that what they do is that they use that capacity to service the people. And you think they are bringing in oil. Okay, where are they bringing in the oil? I've had the opportunity of visiting different countries in Europe. I live in America. I lived in UK for 5 good years. I visited about 12 countries in Europe. I don't see where their fuel, their gas smells. You yourself, you will testify to me that their gas don't smell. You don't hear the smell of their gas. Then how come that we import from them? And I've been to Dubai, I don't hear it. Then how come that when they now import it, our own gas will be smelling? Did you ask yourself that question?
I have never seen it that way. I have to be honest. It's like you trying to kind of put something in my head now that I never really kind of think about.
When I was in primary and secondary school, the smell of the gas that I hear.
You see, you are an American, so using gas,
No,
let's be very
the smell
clear,
of the gas that I hear when I was in Nigeria in primary and secondary school. That's the same way it smells when I last visited Nigeria.
You Americans call it petrol gas. Or we are talking about the proper gas now, or just petrol?
Yeah, we are talking about petrol. Okay, no, we are talking about petrol.
Okay. So I just want my listener to know what you are talking about when you talk about the smell. All this strange smelly petroleum products in Nigeria.
Yeah,
we don't have strange smell here. No. You just know that this is the smell of petrol. That's the smell. And you have to kind of be very close to the tank where the petrol is being kind of dispensed before you know that, that smells like paraffin. Yeah. But there are some strange ones in Nigeria you're talking about. And
it is still that strange one that that time me and you were in primary, secondary school.
Yes, sir.
The same one we hear that time is the same that smell that we perceive today if you go to Nigeria. That's to tell you that they are not importing anything. They are not importing anything. Let nobody come into anybody's brain and say that they are importing anything. Which of the vessel who has been in Tinkan Island wharf or in Tinkan Island and say, oh, they are offloading petrol or diesel? All those things are story for
just told us that they will bring the vessel to Nigeria. You see them on the water, and then once they pay them subsidy, they will move all the petrols to Ghana, to Benin Republic, and go and sell them in Cameroon. And that's what they told us. Subsidy has been doing to them. You remember?
So it's all a lie. All these things they are doing, they just lie upon lie upon lie upon lie. Look, let's be clear.
Right.
We are asking for one thing. I am telling you, Nigeria can never be good as far as it is attached. That name is attached to that country, that Nigeria, it can never. It is better we go our separate ways. We will coexist.
There's too many dark secrets holding this
There are too many dark secrets
by these dark criminals that the least one can wish for is, can we just break it up and go, please?
Let's do this thing in peace. So that when I come across any other person who came out from that contraption, I will say, my friend, we coexist with Ghanaians, we coexist with Togolese. So why is it that we cannot do this thing in a manner at which it is not going to affect anybody? But if they are waiting for it to be in a manner that is going to affect everybody, believe me, we are open to it.
No, I mean, see, Osita, there is a saying.
We are open to it.
Whoever is against the peaceful dissolution of something like this, then if that is prevented, the violent dissolution is inevitable. We are doing our best to keep it at this peaceful dissolution. Well, yeah.
So that is just the way it is. So people, if we like, will believe anything that they say today. There is nothing for me. I'm not talking about another person. There is nothing they will tell me about Nigeria that I will believe. Every morning they will come up with one propaganda.
Man. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, every morning.
Because
the other day they came up
with an agenda.
They came up the other day. Yeah, they came up the other day. Oh, we are putting subsidy on transportation for people to travel during the Yuletide. But at the end of the day, they find out that it's all lies.
It is.
What did you put in place? What did you put in place? You put in place nothing.
Nothing.
And you think the companies will just come and say because of the president has spoken.
You didn't see some videos of some ragtag people. Oh, we are so grateful to the government that we are. And guess what? To make it even ridiculous, they say they are going to a lorry. Right? We are talking about people who really travel during this period. Who are those people? These are people who are traveling long distance. The Igbo Sea.
No.
They are the ones. So which means if you really want to know, to show to us that you have something put together for this mass movement and the rest, Abi, we should. I mean, they shouldn't be going to the same park and being told that, oh, sorry, no, not yet. But I just said that they've now started some handful of people to kind of move now. You know, the Igbo businesses that they announced without giving them any money, okay? Setting them up so that they can say, oh, if that idea failed, it was because the Igbos don't like him now. The president ordered that you should do half price, and you started rejecting people. You are not carrying them. If it's because you don't love business now. But again, it seems that the businesses are beginning to sort of turn up, like whether they pay them or not to sit.
No, if they have to do it, it's a very simple thing. Give subsidy to the fuel, to the gas that they will put in those vehicles that will convert people. But we've not seen it. That was the way they removed subsidy. The way they removed subsidy, they said they removed subsidy, but they didn't remove it. But they said that was the way they removed subsidy. You can't keep telling people you brought student loan. All those things that you said, no one is true. Everything is propaganda. And my own is, I pity a lot of people when they come out, when you want to talk about Thiefnubu, and they will defend the hell out of their life. Like you were saying today, I was asking, I am sorry, I'm not a bigot in the sense that I was born in another place different from where I come from. I was born in the Yoruba land. I'm an Igbo man. So most of the times this thing happens when you've never traveled, you don't really travel. It occurs to only people who stay in a place for so long in their life. I have traveled far and wide. So I'm only just going to say that it is applicable to those who has never traveled. Even there is one guy on Twitter, his name is Osas or something like that. He's always, I now asked him today, if the Yorubas are slamming the Igbos, for example, and I asked him, what reason do you from Edo State, which reason do you have to slam the Igbos? You are not in your own land. If the Yoruba man claims that, oh, Lagos is his land and he can say anything he wants to say, why are you amplifying it? You live in Lagos too. I said, don't you know that you are a tenant too? The way the other Igbo man is a tenant.
You are joining them to say, go back here or that. You are not different, and they don't see you different too. The same bigoted rogues using your name to do all those, right?
So
they see you as them too.
I said, instead of you should be here on this space to condemn what is meant to be condemned.
Yes.
And you are putting fuel on it. I said, believe me, you should be ashamed of yourself, and your mother should be ashamed of you.
That's the right thing.
Because he said, then who am I? I said, because if I have to say a second place where I come from, I'm a Lagosian. I was born and brought up, bred in the Ikeja. Yes. I told him, go, you can verify that. I will tell you the name of the hospital. That hospital is still there till today. So I said, don't get this thing twisted. We are talking like about that. All of us.
I just want people to always know that, when you see a section of APC, Thiefnubu's thugs, Agberos, the bad stats, right? For those who are enlightened and educated enough, they should never ascribe them to the whole of Yorubas. You all can witness the millions of Yorubas who are indeed even taking them up. Here you get. So because of their bigots, right? Nobody should feel comfortable to kind of talk to Yorubas anyhow and feel like you are sounding nice simply because some group of lunatics who are also calling their fellow Yorubas Omoale. Then you will now turn around and say Yorubas are always like that. No, that would be very much like
on Twitter. Me and the guy back and forth. I told him that was yesterday. I told him that I just want to. I am not talking to any Yoruba man here now. It is you that from Edo State
this nonsense
that I am talking to. Yeah, that I'm talking to now. Instead of you should be on the center and say, my brother, don't do this. My brother, don't do this. But you are there. You are fueling nonsense when it doesn't have anything to do with you. I told him. Yes, I told him.
Anyway, Osita.
That. Yes.
Sorry, man.
My brother.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We are totally out of time now, and it's such a pleasure hearing from you again.
All right. So, God bless you. Remain strong for us.
I will.
Remain strong for us. No matter what, we are solidly behind the truth that you talk about.
I've never
Thank you
been
very
in
much.
doubt.
God
So
bless you.
stay safe, okay? And you have a wonderful holiday too, okay? In case if I don't speak to you again before the end of the year, right? So, Osita, thank you so much. Now, this is where we're going to draw the curtains tonight, okay? You see me as Mayegun, right? When I speak my mind and I drop my stuffs and everything and share my, you know what I mean? Ask me letting out everything inside. And then when you consume them, for those who spend their time enough, like long time with me every evening like this, you see, it's just for you to also probably reflect on them. Okay, you don't have to agree with me on everything or same way with me and all that. They are just an opportunity for you to understand what is going on, a better perspective of it. What you make of it is completely yours. Okay, so the idea of where this what do you call it, social media bandits, Facebook adsmen, those low life cretins that love to feed fat on tribal, ethnic, religious, divisive, rhetorics and the rest of them. When you want to deal with them, right? Deal with them as one lunatic that was about, that was kind of trying to present themselves or make themselves feel like they are representing the genuine people of that tribe. When you see an Igbo person who is being a bigot, deal with that idiot. Don't feel comfortable and begin to kind of take your own lash back at the rest of the Igbos on social media just because you want to feel good. Like, I have to say that so that all Igbos can feel it. Now, you are not saying that for the Yorubas. You are a bigot, okay? You are not different from the Thiefnubu Sagbiru, CPC, Egbekebes, using Yoruba name, okay, to cause ethnic, religious, and tribal divisions, okay? Thinking we have to stand firm for Yoruba. These are hungry idiots who have no real value. They are absolute valueless, okay? And those they are defending knows that they have no real value. They are useless set of people, and they are Yorubas too, just like you have them in Igbo land or every other places across Nigeria. They don't represent the genuine people of that ethnic nationality. You should always remember, and if you don't have the mental capacity to deal with them that way, then you are like them. Accept it, okay? And maybe you can begin to heal from that, all right? Because we have gotten to a stage whereby it's becoming so kind of stupid. People are beginning to sound so stupid, thinking they are sounding intelligent. Yorubas are, because of Thiefnubu, because of APC, Yorubas are. And you think you are saying something nice. I mean, you are saying something sensible. Some of you even call it the truth. I'm only telling you the truth. Like, dumbos, idiots sounding like they have something to say, Nobody asks you. Because you can't be the dumbest idiot representing Yoruba or representing Igbo or speaking on their behalf, sounding like that. So all of us should begin to think like that. But if you can't help it, you are a bigot. And I don't have another word or another way to say it to you. The criminals who are planting the divisive rhetorics here and there, online, offline, they are doing so for their political interest, not for the interest of anybody. You know that. Or you don't, doesn't matter. Now you do. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I will see you some other time. Okay, we did well tonight again. It's like a notch further from what we had last night or yesterday. So I'll keep trying. And thank you. So before you leave, you can still like the broadcast, okay? Like it, share it, subscribe, and I will see you some other time. Merry Christmas.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary. àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary Naibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí. Máyégún Diary Naibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary Naibi #1. Máyégún Diary politico. Máyégún Diary Naibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún. Máyégún Diary Naibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Máyégún Diary Naibi #1. Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Máyégún Diary Naibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Ayé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Ha! Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.